What do you say, everybody? Hello and welcome. It's Thomas More Stadium Circus Day. Florence Y'alls against the Gateway Grizzlies. Rise and shine. Florence Y'alls baseball on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Rory Tettemer alongside Ben Hauer. Excited for what might be the best weather of the season today, Ben. It's about 76 degrees here, 78, a little bit of wind. Definitely not sweating here in the press bucket. Feels pretty good, and hopefully a good day for a Y'alls win.
Rory, I only wake up this early for special occasions, so this is certainly one of those special occasions. Obviously, this is a pretty fun day for all the kids out there. Circus Day here in Florence. There's a lot of pretty cool performers. We got a petting zoo in the house, so a lot of fun stuff. But on the field, Florence looking to tie up this series, and biggest thing is avenging a frustrating loss from last night. One of the first things you and I touched on after the loss, though, is you don't have a lot of time to think about it. You have some time to immediately play that next game and try to forget everything that happened last night.
Yeah, and, we thought about the positives and the negatives of both of those. Obviously, it's great to flush it away early. Hopefully, everyone got a good night's sleep as well, not a shortened night of sleep. I know I was waking up at 6:30 today. What about you?
Yeah, I was around at 6:45, 7. Yeah. Hit the snooze button a couple times.
Did you?
But I eventually got up at 7.
Never in my life have I hit the snooze button. It's on my LinkedIn bio, actually. Thomas More Stadium, Game 2 of the 3-game series between the Grizzlies and the Y'alls. Florence is at 31-29. Right on the flip side of that, 29-31 for Gateway Grizzlies. The Y'alls still in a playoff spot, but clinging to life against these Gateway Grizzlies, as well as the Schaumburg Boomers and the Windy City Thunderbolts in the Midwest West Division. Florence will send out C.J. Blowers for his second start here with the Y'alls. It's his first time at Thomas More Stadium. Blowers acquired in a trade from the Pioneer League, the Oakland Ballers. A guy that was obviously a 2025 All-Star with Joliet Slammers. Through 3 innings, had a good amount of walks, just couldn't get that put-away pitch, and things got away from him in that 3rd inning. But other than that, kind of just a stepping stone for Blowers, hoping that he can start to pull things together here today.
Yeah, a little similarly in some ways to Girard yesterday, where it's just, your first start in a new league. Obviously, he's pitched before in the Frontier League, but 2026 season, it's his first start here. And you're going to see a little step up in competition from that Pioneer League. So just trying to find his groove again. I don't think a lot like Girard. I don't think the numbers are as telling for him. But there's definitely something a little bit that he's been frustrated with overall this season. He didn't have the best numbers in the Pioneer League. It's really rare to see someone perform that well in a league like the Frontier League and then go down to the Pioneer League and struggle. So there's definitely something there. Obviously, he was an all-star last year. It was literally a season ago. They just need to find what that is, and I think once he gets that first really good start under his belt, he can cruise.
Yeah, no, we are going to be looking for that today. He enters with an 0-1 record and a 12 ERA. On the flip side, it's Ben Gregory, a right-handed pitcher, 1-1 with a 4.36 ERA for the Grizzlies this season. Gregory has faced Florence once. It was June 13th. 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, shutout baseball, 4 walks, and 4 Ks. Florence let him off the hook a little bit, and then they got to the bullpen after that. That was still an 18-6 win for the Y'alls, and they got 4 shutout innings from their starters. So Gregory looked dominant there. His last time out was July 12th, 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, and 9 Ks. Was certainly having the put-away pitch working there. Hopefully Florence can get back to hitting him around a little bit. He's allowed 6 hits 3 times. That is the season high. He's been a very good pitcher and kind of just splitting the difference on a few of his starts. He's gone 1 run, he's gone 5 runs, he's gone no runs, he's gone 7 runs. So it's kind of all over the place there for Gregory. Hopefully we can get one of those 7-run outings today.
There are a lot of things to like about Gregory, other than his first name. I mean, he's just got, I think, some of his best starts as of late. And I think that it's so telling when you look at somebody like that. And see not only his run count start to go down as the season goes on, but also the innings pitched start to go out. It just shows that each start is getting more and more comfortable. It's got about as classic of a repertoire as you're going to see: a four-seamer, a curveball, a slider, and a changeup. Doesn't do anything too crazy with his fastball. It's about a league average fastball, but the way he mixes it, his off speed's pretty good.
Yeah, has been right around the high 80s, low 90s for his pitch count. His season high was 91 just the last start ago. So should be able to go deep into the game. It's whether he's getting out of these at bats quickly. It seems to me even in those 4 innings of work, a lot of long at-bats to go through it for Gregory, and Florence just wasn't able to tag him, only the 2 hits, even though they were given 4 walks in that as well. The Yalls hoping for something different there from C.J. Blowers. Kind of a similar story, just a lot of long at-bats and didn't go in his favor. He ended up with 5 walks in his lone outing, giving up 4 runs across 3 innings on 5 hits in Joliet. Still looking for his first K with the Yalls, but 6'6", 230 pounds in Oakland this year. 7.05 ERA, 8 starts, 44 and 2/3 innings pitched with 38 Ks. Florence going to kind of stick with a similar lineup. They'll bring in Richardson. They'll bring in Schoenfeld, the guys that were on the bench yesterday. And it's Brett Blomquist on the bench today. Zach Beadle will be there, as well as Marcus Brodell. We did meet Blake after for the All-Star game as well. Milo Rushford leads things off in left field. Batting second, the second baseman, Tyler Schoenfeld. In the 3 slot, the first baseman, Hank Zeisler. Batting cleanup, the right fielder, Brendan Bobo. In the 5 slot, the designated hitter, Zane Richardson. In the 6th spot, the third baseman, Garrett Broussard. Batting 7th, the center fielder, Jackson Tucker. In the 8th slot, the shortstop, Dylan Baker. And rounding out will be the catcher, Kyle Harbison. For Gateway, leading off will be Victor Castillo as the designated hitter. Batting second, the shortstop, Tate Wargo. In the 3 slot, the third baseman, Bryson Horn. Batting cleanup, the man with 2 home runs yesterday, the right fielder, Jose Cordoba. In the 5 slot, moving all the way up there, the left fielder, Darrell Lee. Batting 6th, the first baseman, Brendan Orff. In the 7th slot, the second baseman, Davey Morgan. Batting 8th, just moving up 1 slot, the center fielder, Cole Brannon. And doing the catching today, Otto Jones. That means their all-star, Jose Alvarez, on the pine for Gateway. The Yalls are out on the field. We're ready for the national anthem and first pitch coming up in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere on the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Lovely, lovely rendition of our national anthem sung there from Emily Kennedy. We're ready for baseball here at Thomas More Stadium. C.J. Blowers makes his debut in front of the Florence faithful, his second time pitching for the Yalls this season, entering with an 0-1 record and a 12 ERA, looking to right the ship here for Florence after dropping a devastating 8-7 loss last night. Florence 31-29 against the 29-31 Gateway Grizzlies. The Yalls 4-2 against Gateway this season, trying to get that 5th win here today. We mentioned yesterday in the pregame show, you're going to see these Grizzlies a lot over the next 2 weeks. This is game 2 of 7 over the next 2 weeks for Florence against Gateway to end the season series between the 2 ball clubs in the Midwest Conference. Victor Castillo, Tate Wargo, and Bryson Horn will lead things off for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, this is an offense that, again, it doesn't blow you away really by any a stat. You look at the stat sheet and the averages are down. Home run numbers for the ballpark they play in, you'd maybe expect it to be a little bit more. They're not a team that plays a ton of small ball either, but they did almost all of that against Florence yesterday. And they did it against some of Florence's better guys. I mean, John Girard, obviously the jury's still out a little bit on the rookie, but Jake Lynch has been dynamite in his first few appearances here in Florence. He struggled. Chase Hopewell struggled a bit. And Aiden McAvoy, obviously the one who ended up giving the game-winning home run for Gateway. He's been an all-star this year. So numbers don't always tell the whole story. Baseball, it's all about who's hot at the right time.
A little bit of wind. It is whipping out towards right field, but a beautiful day here at Thomas More Stadium. The sun is shining down on us. Shouldn't see any of those showers that we saw yesterday. Should be a great day for some Florence Y'alls baseball. Castillo in the lefty batter's box will dig in. He was the right fielder yesterday. Castillo, the designated hitter today. Florence in the white pinstripe jerseys with the red, white, and blue caps. Gateway in the gray pants and the black Copa Grizzlies jerseys, as well as the navy blue caps.
Good time for them to wear their black uniforms, too.
Yeah, a little cooler of a day.
About as cool as it's going to get.
Yeah. Blowers winds the first pitch. It's in there for a strike, top of the zone at 86. We are underway here at 10:37 for the start. Again, the wind really blowing hard out towards right field. About 76 degrees here at first pitch. 0-1 slider. Misses downstairs. C.J. Blowers acquired in a trade with the Oakland Ballers for Ahmad Harajli and a player to be named later on July 7th. Just the one start with Florence so far, coming off the flight from Oakland. Long flight there, 1-1. Misses outside. An all-star.
Quicker on that flight than going out to Oakland.
That's
that's
true. That's true. 2-1 the count. 2025 Frontier League All-Star with Joliet. I mean, spectacular season with the Slammers last year. 2-1. Skies it out towards left field. Rushford all over it with a beat on it. Splash into the black leather mitt for out number one. Let's take a look at that defense. Obviously, Rushford over there in left. Jackson Tucker in center. It's Brendan Bobo in right field. In the infield for Florence, we'll see Garrett Broussard at the hot corner. Dylan Baker at shortstop. Tyler Schoenefeld at second. The captain and the hit king now for Florence, Hank Zeisler over at first. Kyle Harbison doing the catching as we expected with the start from Beadle yesterday. Short turnaround over to the morning game. Kyle Harbison, the all-star, gets in there behind the plate. First pitch to the righty, Tate Wargo. Fouls it away off the first base netting.
Yeah, and we talk about the no strikeouts in the first start of Florence for Blowers. Never been a real strikeout guy anyway. Last year with Joliet, only 53 of them in 93 innings pitched. Only had 7 more strikeouts than walks. Not afraid to give up some contact and trust his defense.
Yeah. Obviously, an incredible season with a 2.71 ERA last year. That's a base hit into right center field. It's going to drop in, going all the way to the wall. Wargo on his way to second. He'll be in with a one-out double. No one could cut that one off.
I've liked what I've seen from Tate Wargo in these couple of games so far. Not only does he play a really good shortstop, but just not afraid to attack early in the count and swing the first couple pitches of the zone.
Certainly one of those contact bats,
Yep.
you know, sacrificing that for power. Yeah, last season with Joliet, a 3-3 record, a 2.71 ERA across 17 starts for Blowers. Just incredible. Also had a very couple good outings against Florence. Off-speed misses inside to Bryson Horn. He had a 2-run homer in the first inning yesterday. Blowers now in his third stint in the Frontier League. Started with Ottawa in 2024. He was great there as well in a small sample size. 5 starts, a .87 ERA, 31 innings pitched, 16 Ks. The 1-0, swing and a miss. Dials it up there at 85, 19-15 on the fastball. Runner on second from the stretch, the 1-1. Fastball misses a hair outside.
Yeah, Gateway's going again with a pretty heavy lefty lineup against a Florence lefty.
It worked out for them yesterday. look at second. Here's the 2-1 from Blowers. That one skied high and deep out towards right field. Bobo warning track to the wall. Deja vu. A 2-run homer in the first inning from Bryson Horn. It's 2-0 Gateway early.
Yeah, this is just extremely similar to how yesterday looked. And yesterday's was a no-doubter as well. It's time, poolside.
Yeah, just sat on that breaking ball, 75. Middle inside, that wheelhouse for a lefty. No doubt about it, 104 off the bat. Brings up Jose Cordoba. He had 2 home runs yesterday. Once again, Florence playing from behind. I'm not going to say the stat this time around. Didn't work out for us yesterday.
No, not quite.
That one skied into center field. Tucker with a beat on it. Right at him makes the grab for out number 2. Another hard hit baseball, 100 off the bat.
I mean, it's been Blauer's issue all season, not just in the Frontier League, but in Oakland a little bit. The barrels are just finding these pitches.
Although in Oakland he had the problem with one of the outfield walls was like 200 something feet.
Was it?
Yeah. So he was playing at Gateway, essentially. No one misses inside.
Oakland, one of the newer franchises out in the Pioneer League.
Yeah, they won the championship last year. Here's the 1-0 in there for a strike. How about that? They also have a Zeisler working for them.
Wow.
Yeah, in the front office there in Oakland.
Any relation?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I was making sure.
That's his brother. 1-1.
Very cool.
In there for a strike. Hank, obviously our all-star first baseman, the new hit king in Florence. Flowers, Wines, delivers. Here's the 1-2. Missing upstairs at 87. Two-two. Slider. Inside, just misses. Trying to front door him. Now a full count to Darrell Lee.
Yeah, that was one of Blauer's better looking pitches of the inning. But it's a good call.
Interesting spot in the lineup here for Lee.
Yeah. He's got a really good OPS, though.
Payoff pitch fouled away.
It's a small sample size, but he's one of those guys who's hitting 150, but his on-base percentage is near 400.
Yeah.
He's got a decent slugging percentage, too.
Got 2 homers. Payoff. Punched out towards left field. Rushford coming in. It's going to bounce in front of him for a base hit. A 2-out single for Darrell Lee, the 3rd hit of the inning for Gateway, as this one continues now for Brennan Orff.
That one just kind of sawed off. And baseball evens out. Hard hit, line drive, fly out right at Cheney. Felt the at-bat before. Little bloop there for a base hit.
First pitch is in there for a strike at 85. Straight up defense for Florence. Orff with a 209 average entering today. He was 1 for 4 yesterday with a walk. Grounds that one over towards the second baseman. Schoenfeld will glove it. Throw on to first is in time. 2 runs come across from Gateway on 3 hits. A 2-run homer from Bryson Horn. Florence gets their first crack when we return in the bottom of the first on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Bottom half of the first inning is always brought to you by Heritage Bank. At Heritage Bank, we believe your money should work as hard as you do. Proudly local, fiercely dependable. That's the Heritage difference. Visit heritagebank.com to find a branch near you today. Right-handed pitcher Ben Gregory on the mound today for Gateway. Florence will start things off with Milo Rushford, Tyler Schoenfeld, and Hank Zeisler. The Alls with 3 lefties in a row, or 4 lefties in a row, against the righty Gregory. First pitch missing downstairs, a 1-0 count to Rushford. Florence trailing 2-0 after a 2-run homer from Bryson Horn in the first. Deja vu from yesterday. The exact same thing happened. Florence rattled off 3 of their own in the bottom half.
Yeah, you ask yourself if this 4 lefties at the top of the lineup is by design, but with Toby Hall, it rarely is.
Here's the 2-0 to the leadoff man. Swing and a miss. Fastball inside at 88. Gregory is second time facing Florence this season. 101 record with a 4.36 ERA. He had 4 innings pitched, allowing just 2 hits, no runs, 4 walks, and 4 Ks. Back on June 14th, 13th. Gregory with the glasses on, and then they turn into like sunglasses when he's in the sun out there. 2-2 grounder over towards the shortstop. Glove by Wargo. Throw on to first is in time. 6-3 on the put away. So he's not actually wearing sunglasses out there. Those are prescription glasses. It does look.
It absolutely looks like it is sunglasses, though.
No doubt about that.
That's fun.
Brings up Tyler Schoenfeld. Schoenfeld's job is get on today and then cause havoc on the base paths as he's looking for the franchise record in stolen bases.
He'll have done that in about a year and a half.
Yeah.
Truly spectacular.
Not even really. I mean, because he came up midway through last year. It's just a little. It's going to be just a little bit over a year. Clearly, Florence was not a stolen base organization before Schoenfeld got here. Here's the 1-1. Misses downstairs, 2-1.
With all that being said, kind of goes without saying he had the single season record last year for Florence stolen bases. Again, only being brought up about halfway through the year.
I mean, he's going to be breaking that again this year as well. 2-1, fouls it away. So he'll be able to break 2 records.
And he, it's over half, but I would not call him an everyday starter right now for this Florence team either.
Yeah.
Getting about 2 starts every 3-game series.
You really can't call many people everyday starters nowadays. Just Hank and Baker and Broussard. 2-2. One misses downstairs. And Bobo's been in the majority of lineups. He's had a few days on the bench. Brett Blomquist, the all-star, sitting today. Payoff is sent into left field for a 1-out single. Schoenfeld is on board. He's going to stay put at first after taking a hard turn.
Oh, here comes the show now.
Tyler Schoenfeld. Let's get him off for the races here. How many pitches is it going to take? Over, under 1.5?
I want to go over 1.5.
You're going to go over 1.5, so he's not going on the first one, essentially.
You got your second-string catcher in the game right now, Otto Jones. We have not heard about either. This is something we haven't talked about. I don't know if Gateway has a single bench player today. Both guys who were listed on the bench, Jose Alvarez and Mitchell Sanford, exited yesterday's game with an injury.
Schoenfeld off on the first pitch. In there for a strike. Throw down to seconds offline. Stolen base number 81 for Tyler Schoenfeld. He's 1 away from tying the record, 2 from breaking. Moves himself into scoring position with ease.
How about that?
Schoenfeld last year when he got the single season record, put the
I was going to ask
figurative crown on his head.
Oh,
it was
I
a pretty cool celebration.
Up the base like Ronald Acuna.
Yeah. 0-1. This is inside. I think he should do that this year.
He should.
And then he should point at stadium ops to come put it back in.
Yeah.
And there goes my Red Bull.
Say.
You know what? That went all the way down the tarp. It's still going. It rolled all the way over there. 1-1 in there for a strike. 1-2. Tyler Schoenfeld with a stolen base, and he stole third already, a couple times this season. Wouldn't be shocked to see him go again. Maybe not with the captain at the plate,
the
but
thing that's so impressive is how many bases he steals, and how efficiently he does it too.
It's 3 for 4 on stealing third. Here's the 1-2, missing inside. 2-2 the count to Florence's new hit king. Hangs ice with a 2-hit day. Earned himself career hit number 323. That broke the record for Florence franchise history. And Florence going to try and get one of those gold bats from Pillbox Bat Company for Hank, and then hopefully they can get a gold base as well for Shaney Felt. And we get a gold headset. Here's the 2-2 ground ball right side. Two-hopper over towards the second baseman. 4-3 on the put away of Zeisler. That does move Shaney Felt just 90 feet away for Brendan Bobo. Job there essentially, but now just one out to play with.
Felt good for Bobo to get that first home run in some time yesterday.
And he'll have that win working with him today.
Yep.
Blowing straight out towards right field. 12 homers on the season, a team high. 49 RBIs, 278 average. Off speed. Misses 2 inches outside. Called a strike. 0-1. Skies that one out towards left field. On the run is Lee, and he's not going to get there. Tyler Shaney Felt is in on the way to second. Brendan Bobo, it's an RBI double. Florence trailing just 2-1.
That bullpen door came open too, right when that ball hit it. So it was kind of a weird play for Lee to make, and he politely will go over and close the bullpen door. But Brendan Bobo contributing once again. This is the classic Bobo that we know and love. Just hitting with runners at scoring position.
Zade Richardson with a runner in scoring position now. First pitch, punches it. Over the glove of the shortstop, Wargo. Getting the wave around is Bobo. He's going to come in to score. Richardson ties this game up at 2.
Is there ever a result in that bat that you just feel so confident in something like that? Once Florence gets that first run, and then you got a runner on second for Zade Richardson with 2 outs, and all he needs is just a simple approach on that base hit.
Just gets that barely over the glove of Tate Wargo. Counts all the same, 68 off the bat there. Now tied a 2-2 ball game. Brings up Garrett Broussard. Slider in there for a strike. 22-42 on the spin rate. Here in the bottom of the first. Even in the scoreboard. That should feel good for Blowers going back out there. 0-1.
One more run here would look a little too much like yesterday.
Yeah. And then I would really just pray that we don't have the same end result.
Sacrifice a run here for that thought.
The 0-2. Called strike 3. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Bat didn't come off the shoulder there for Broussard. Florence picks up 2, stranding a runner at first on 3 hits. We had it to the top of 2. It's a 2-2 ball game when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Our umpire intro always brought to you by Pella Window and Door. Looking for a clear view of every call. Trust Pella Window and Door, bringing you replay-worthy clarity and craftsmanship you can count on. Pella Window and Door, so good, even the ump won't miss a thing. The umpire crew today, down the first base line, Elliot Brown. Down the third base line, Juan Rodriguez. He's the crew chief. And behind home plate, Miguel De La Cruz. Florence tied up 2-2 here in the top of the second. Blowers working with a fresh start. Gave up 2 runs in the first, but Florence evens it up in the bottom half. His first pitch to Davey Morgan, missing upstairs at 82.
Second inning is going to tell me a little bit about how he can just bounce back and respond after giving up some hard hit balls.
Yeah. 1-0, skies it out towards center field. Tucker is working in, trying to find it. Into the tan leather mitt for out number 1. So 3 of his 4 outs so far have been fly balls into the outfield. Just trying to figure out, Blowers' MO. I got to tell you, when I saw him against Joliet and he was facing Florence, it seemed like he was big strikeout numbers. And obviously, you look at the stats and his obviously does very good, but the lower strikeout numbers. But I swear, against Florence, he was just dicing us up.
I mean, not out of the realm of possibilities.
Yeah. Here's the 0-1 with the pivot windup.
Yeah. It's got an interesting one. He might as well be working from third base. How far he is on that rubber.
1-1. Excuse me, swing there from Brandon. All the way around 1 and 2. Brandon was the 9-hole hitter yesterday. We mentioned how tough and out he is. Couple sacrifices yesterday. Really just producing for his team. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. First K on the season in Florence for C.J. Blowers for out number 2.
There it is. And Blowers just going up in the zone and doesn't have the most overpowering fastball, but he says, hey, come and get it to Brandon after getting him off guard with a couple of off speeds.
Now it's the catcher, Otto Jones. Jones, a $197 average, 3 home runs, 15 RBIs. Working as the backup catcher for Jose Alvarez, who takes a seat today, swing and a miss.
But that was the point I was making right before Shaneyfeld stole that base. Yeah, with no healthy guys, it could be a possibility. Again, we don't have any words on Jose Alvarez or Richie Sanford, who exited yesterday.
That one's fouled away. No, you're right, Alvarez was dealing with that hand injury.
And then Jones came in and replaced him in the 8th or 9th. And Sanford was out after his first plate appearance. And they just moved Dale Thomas to the IL. So this is the only bench guys.
It's true. 0-2. Fastball misses outside. Nice looking spot there, 87. This is when Blowers is at his best. He gets into that rhythm. 1-2, quick pitches, sent out towards right field. Bobo coming in, he dives and it's by him all the way to the wall. Off for the races is Jones. He's on his way to second. He's going to turn and look for 3, losing the cap. Throw comes into the cutoff. Tag applied, not in time. A 2-out triple from Otto Jones. Bobo went airborne and couldn't come up with it. Now it's a runner on 3rd and 2 away for the top of the order.
I don't mind the attempt there for Bobo, but that was one that it just never looked like he had the best route on or had a real chance. How about a catcher with a triple?
Something you certainly don't see every day. Especially it felt like he had a wagon attached to him heading into second.
Let's see that sometimes from catchers.
Top of the order, Castillo flied out to left field his last time up. Lefty-lefty battle. First pitch is in there for a strike.
You're right, though. That was a quick pitch right before he.
Yeah.
I mean, just totally ignoring that pivot step.
Glove at the belt. 0-1 to Castillo. Fouls it away, 0-2. 87, upper half of the zone. That's where his fastball's sitting right now. Straight over the top. He's got 19 inches of vertical break. Man, I do like that new HDN graphic.
I do.
Yeah. Here's the 0-2. Goes upstairs.
I didn't like what it read at the first at-bat in the top of the ninth inning yesterday, but
Neither did I. Flowers shaking off a few. Now has his sign. A 1-2 count. Runner on third and 2 away. Top of the second. 1-2 pitch. Off speed. Called strike 3. Dots up the outer half. Flowers with 2 Ks in the inning and strands a runner just 90 feet away. It's a 2-2 ball game as we head to the bottom of the second when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Bottom half of the second inning. Always gives us a look at our Thomas More scoreboard. Always a scoreboard partner, Thomas More University. There you'll be able to take your life and your career as far as you want it to go. Apply or donate today at thomasmore.edu. Florence with 3 hits and 2 runs in their first half. It'll be 7, 8, 9, Tucker, Baker, and Harbison. Back out again is Ben Gregory for Gateway. 2-2 ball game here in the bottom of the second. Tucker with a good day yesterday, 2 for 4 with an RBI and a strikeout. Hitting .316 on the season. First pitch in there for a strike at 88. A 1, missing downstairs.
a little bit better attendance than we saw for our first morning game a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. A 1-1. Ground ball. Scooter over towards the shortstop Wargo. Throw on to first is in time. 6-3 on the put away. Ben, I'm going to give you an opportunity again for picking your Tettemer trivia. Now you're going to also have to answer some of the tougher ones on the road. Those are always the ones that I don't save for being in front of the home crowd.
Okay.
You could do another one that's something before the All-Star break. You can do one talking about pitchers doing some incredible things at an older age, or you can do one about 200 career homers as the centerpiece of it.
Let's do before the All-Star break again.
Before the All-Star break. You got it. You got it. 0-2 the count to Dylan Baker. 0-2. Missing upstairs. That'll be in the top half of the third for that Tettemer trivia. One misses outside. 2-2. Popped up in the infield, right side. Over is the second baseman, Morgan. He gloves it for out number 2. Let me see if I want to reword this Tettemer trivia. I don't know if there's a chance that you get one of the names.
It's multiple name type of day?
It's 2 are tied for a record.
Okay.
First pitch missing inside to Kyle Harbison. Now hitting below 300. 292 average for the All-Star. That one's in there for a strike. Harbison obviously a rocket of a start here in Florence. Was just hitting at an unbelievable pace. And he's cooled off since then. That one misses outside.
Still playing pretty good defense, though. Just kind of what he's brought in to do.
Broken bat over towards up the middle. Wargo fields it. Throw across the diamond is in time. Wargo with an extremely nice play and a 1-2-3 frame from Ben Gregory on a nice rebound inning. Heading to the top of the third, it's time for Tettemer Trivia. When we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Top half of the third inning always brings us our Tettemer Trivia presented by the Roar Agency, located in all 50 states across the nation. Feel the Roar difference of Roar Insurance. Visit us today at roarins.com. Top of 3, it's a 2-2 ball game between the Yalls and the Grizzlies. C.J. Blauer's back out for another inning of work. He's got 2, 3, 4. They've done predominantly all of the damage for Gateway. A couple of runs from the bottom of the order yesterday. Top of the order has been the strong piece for Gateway this season, or this series. 2-run homer from Bryson Horn in the first. First pitch in there for a strike. Winds the 0-1. Check swing in there. 0-2. Tettemer Trivia, way it works. I read a question, top half of the third, give you guys the answer in the bottom half. You have the opportunity to play along. Head on over to Twitter. The question is live. You can comment or guess in the comment section. I will shout you out here on the broadcast. 0-2, that one's cranked down the left field line. On the run is Rushford, and he's there to make the grab. A nice track down from Milo Rushford for out number 1. Not always where you want to get it.
A little bit of a weird route there for Rushford. Adjusted just in time.
Ben, I let you have the opportunity to pick this one for Tettemer Trivia. So we are live on Twitter, Florence_Yalls and Tettemer9. Question of the day. One away on an 0-1 count to the lefty Bryson Horn. Bobby Witt Jr. had 100 hits, 30 stolen bases, and 13 homers before the All-Star break. Again, 100 hits, 30 stolen bases, and 13 homers before the All-Star break. Who are the only other two players in AL history to reach those marks before the break? Who are the only other two players in American League history to reach those marks before the break? So you know it's going to be someone from the American League. Here's the 0-1 check swing. Does not go around. 1-1. 2006 and 1986.
She was a difficult one today, huh?
2006 and 1986. It was your choice. And I'm almost ready to give everyone the 1986 one. It's a well-known player. That one's skied high in the left side of the infield. Baker is under it for out number 2. It's a well-known player. It's just I don't think anyone's going to get him. I'm almost ready, and just the way I had worded the question, I was already out of characters, and I couldn't edit the way I worded it, making it still sound, similar. So I can't tell if I want. Do you have any guess for 1986?
I could throw out some guesses for sure. But so it's 100 hits, 30 stolen bases, 13 homers. You said?
Yes.
Could throw out George Brett. Could throw out. Well, you said it is well known.
It is a well-known guy.
Ken Griffey Sr.
Here's the 1-1 missing inside. I'll give you this. For 1986, really focus on the stolen base number. 2-1. Cranked into left center field. That's going to drop in for a 2-out base hit from Jose Cordoba. He's on the board. This inning continues.
Ricky Henderson hit many home runs?
There you go.
Is it Ricky Henderson?
Yeah. So I'll give everyone that one. Ricky Henderson, 1986. That is the one we were looking for. But everyone focus up on the 2006 one.
AL 2006.
AL 2006.
Swiped a lot of bags.
Ricky Henderson was one of them. I will say Rich Tettemer got the Ricky Henderson one before I had even said it. And, if there was one guy who was going to know it, it would be him.
Wow. I was not aware that Ricky Henderson hit that many home runs. But it's before my time. All right, 2006.
Here's the 1-0 to the lefty, Darrell Lee. Misses inside 2-0.
Could be like a Dustin Pedroia.
2-0, missing outside. 100 hits, 30 stolen bases, 13 home runs.
Could feel like another Jeter.
3-0 the count. That one's in there for a strike, 3-1.
So no division today?
We do have Melissa Hinkle tuning in. Well, you want division? I already gave you the league and year. 3-1. Hard hit down the first base line. That's going to stay in fair territory. Brendan Bobo fielded that very well off the wall. Runners on the corners. They got it picked off over at third. Back pick over there. Jose Cordoba caught sleeping. Now in a rundown between third and home. He might be injured. Really didn't want to slide or stop and just kept going around. Like I said, that was fielded very well from Brendan Bobo. Melissa Hinkle knows the answer for Tettemer Trivia. Everyone else, get your guesses in when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HDM. Bottom half of the third inning, tied 2-2 ball game between the Yalls and the Grizzlies. Starting back up at the top of the order, it's Milo Rushford, followed by Tyler Schoenfeld and Hank Zeisler. Still playing Tettemer trivia. Question was, Bobby Witt Jr. had 100 hits, 30 stolen bases, and 13 homers before the All-Star break this year. Who were the only other two players in AL history, American League history, to reach those marks before the break? Gave you guys one of them, 1986, Ricky Henderson. We're looking for the other one, American League 2006. Swing and a miss there from Rushford.
You know, I'm kind of between Pedroia and Ichiro right now, but 13 homers just kind of feels like a lot for Ichiro before the All-Star break.
Well, the thing is about Ichiro, people always said that he would have won a home run derby. He just has incredible batting practice power.
Yeah.
And obviously was just trying to be more of a contact bat. That one misses outside. I bet you Ichiro could still get it done.
What do you mean by get it done? What
could still get some base hits. 1-2. Missing inside. 2-2 the count. I bet he could. Just a crafty veteran.
Yeah. I'm kind of just feeling like I'm going to lock in Pedroia.
That one's fouled away. Did he ever win an MVP?
I don't think so.
Did Cano win an MVP?
I also don't think so.
There was a conversation of best second baseman. It was Chase Utley, Pedroia, and Cano. And I was like, I know what. Utley didn't win an MVP. It's like, did either of those other two win one?
Maybe I'm not. Maybe I do want to go Ichiro.
Payoff. Fouls it away. We'll say we do have Danielle Rushford tuning in. She gave an answer for Tettemer trivia. Start reading the guesses with one away.
So I have till one away to get to single in Pedroia or Ichiro?
Yes. You might have, I was going to say, to this pitch. Called strike 3 on the upper half. Rushford thought he was going to first.
That was a pretty good pitch.
Yeah, it was. Sneaks in there on the upper corner. That's the second K of the day for Gregory. He's been on a roll, retiring 5 Yalls in a row. That'll bring up Tyler Schoenfeld single, then a run scored his last time up.
Florence starting to get a little too streaky at certain points.
Yeah.
We saw it. The streaks have really come towards the beginning of the game where they hit well.
Schoenfeld shows bunt, pulls back. Who are you locking in?
I'll lock in Ichiro.
You'll lock in Ichiro. Okay, so Ricky Henderson is one of them. So everyone, did put in Ricky Henderson in their guesses, which I appreciate. You guys wanted to get the one right. Ricky Henderson from Danielle Rushford and Ichiro Suzuki, so she's right with you. Florence Yalls Analytics said Ricky Henderson and Grady Sizemore. Rich Tettemer said Ricky Henderson and Carl Crawford.
Wow, that's a good guess.
Carter Cousins
really
said Ricky Henderson and Jose Reyes. Jose Reyes did play in the American League, but not until later in his career. Melissa Hinkle has the correct answer. Can't see anyone else. So we got Carl Crawford. Ichiro is a ground ball up the middle. Sliding play from Wargo, but definitely not going to have enough time to get Tyler Schoenfeld. He picks up his second hit of the day, and once again will be on record watch with Tyler Schoenfeld on the base paths.
Yeah,
One out
no
single.
Chance to get Schoenfeld on a play like that. It's a really good stop, and Wargo might have a chance at some other guys.
Jacob Brown did just say Derek Jeter and Ricky Henderson. He's going with double Yankees because Ricky Henderson did it while he was with the Yankees.
Wow.
Yeah. I was going to say that as a hint. I was like, not the team you'd think he did it for. Pickoff attempt, nothing going.
That would have given me absolutely nothing.
Just no help.
Oh, Ricky Henderson.
Well, I knew the stolen bases would help you.
Yeah.
That's Mr. Stolen Base. Maybe Tyler Schoenfeld become Mr. Stolen Base. There's 2 pickoff attempts early without a pitch being thrown. He's off for the races here. It's already 2 disengagements. Why don't you throw another one?
Tyler, Ricky Henderson, Schoenfeld.
Would that be a stolen base?
Yeah. Or are you saying if he throws over?
If he throws over
No,
again.
I think it's a balk.
It's a balk. Jumping around over at first. Did not go. First pitch in there for a strike. 2 away. I will give you guys the answer. Melissa Hinkle, I'm assuming once again, tuning in from work. It's the best way to do it. Schoenfeld bouncing around at first. He takes off. 0-1, misses outside. Throw down to second, not in time. Tyler Schoenfeld ties the Florence franchise record for stolen bases, his 82nd in just a little over a year.
My goodness, 82 in a little bit over a season is just ridiculous. Does he want to break it?
Zeisler skies one into left center field. That's going to drop in for extra bases all the way to the wall. Schoenfeld with an easy ride home. Zeisler on his way to second. An RBI double gives Florence a 3-2 lead.
Some just poetic about these two contributing for Florence, and I think Zeisler, the captain, continues to contribute.
Yeah, he just broke the RBI record again and broke the hit record again.
Right.
He's creeping up in doubles. He is very close to that as well. Florence with a 3-2 lead now for Brendan Bobo. That is his 72nd double. Brendan Bobo, an RBI double his last time up. First pitch to him. In there for a strike. Melissa Hinkle said, yeah, at work, and it is great to listen while working. Absolutely.
It's great to talk while working.
0-1, fouls it away. Look at second, the 0-2 to Bobo. Misses inside, bounces in the dirt. Still waiting for that second out before we can get to our Tettemer trivia answer. Florence with a 3-2 lead. It's been the top of the order producing today. The 2 through 5 have picked up 5 hits. All 5 of them for Florence.
Yeah.
And all the run support as well. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Fastball upstairs, puts down Brendan Bobo. Third K of the day for Ben Gregory. All right, so you said Ichiro. Danielle Rushford said Ichiro. We have a Carl Crawford. We have a Grady Sizemore. And we have a Jose Reyes for our Tettemer trivia guesses today. Again, 2006 American League, looking for someone that had a great start to their season. 100 hits, 30 stolen bases, and 13 home runs. We do have a correct answer in the chat. I told you one of those guys was Ricky Henderson. The other one in 2006 for the American League in the East Division for the old school Tampa Bay Devil Rays. It was Carl Crawford as your answer for today's Tettemer trivia. Carl Crawford in 2006. That one's fouled away to Richardson, 1-1. Congratulations to Rich Tettemer, who got that right off the bat. Crawford and Henderson, 06 and 86.
Do I get a quarter of a point for saying that that's a really good guess once I first heard Carl Crawford's name read?
A .25.
Yeah.
Carl Crawford, once the face of the Devil Rays. Him and Evan Longoria. Obviously now supplanted by his son, Justin Crawford, the Philadelphia Phillies.
Yeah.
His cousin, J.P. Crawford, with the Mariners. I think there is a relation there. 2-1, missing outside. I don't know if exactly first cousins. Something like that.
Yeah.
(3-1), fouls it away. Two away, runner in scoring position at Tank Zeisler. Florence with a 3-2 lead.
Just can't get over this weather. Got the breeze coming in. Metal's not scorching hot today.
No. Zeisler rolling at second. Payoff pitch, cranks it out towards center field. That's going to send Brandon back all the way to the warning track. He makes the grab for the final out of the inning. Richardson gave it a ride. Florence still takes the lead. It is a 3-2 ball game heading into the top of the fourth. Ben Hauer on the mic when we return from the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN.
Florence once again with an early lead over Gateway. Morning game Circus Day in Florence, Kentucky. Beautiful Thomas More Stadium. Just a slight 3-2 lead, and they just took it in that bottom of the third thanks to an RBI double from Hank Zeisler. Blowers now pitching with a lead for the first time today. They'll face towards the bottom of this Gateway lineup, 6, 7, 8, with Brennan Orff starting things out. 1-run lead for Florence, but Gateway out hitting the Ulls 6-5 through the first three. First pitch fastball above the letters to Orff, grounded out to second his first time up. Orff a 13th round pick to Toronto back in 2021 after getting named first team All Ohio Valley Conference, playing for Southern Illinois Edwardsville. Flowers goes high and now low to start Orff off with a 2-0 count. Well, one out recorded from Blowers here, and he'll have beat his first start with the Ulls in terms of innings pitched. 2-0 get me over pitch right down the middle of the zone for a strike. Settling into that kind of 5 spot in the rotation for Florence. Swing and a miss on a high 2-1 breaking pitch. You have your 3 sort of consistent mainstays. All looked really good against Mississippi this past weekend, and Villalobos, Webster, and Lawson. 2-2 grounder, and those last 2 spots, grounder foul I should say, stays 2-2. Those last 2 spots sort of up for grabs. Bring in a rookie, John Gerard, who's had his ups and downs through his first 2 starts. And then a little bit more of a veteran in Blowers, who was a Frontier League All-Star last year, but trying to find that success in 26. Waits and fires another 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Backdoor slider right on that outside corner, and Orff let it go. That is the 3rd strikeout of the game here for Blowers. For not striking out anybody in his first start last week. Now Davey Morgan, who's today's beer batter, always brought to you by Party Source. Party Source is your one-stop destination for all things celebration. Visit them today at 95 Riviera Drive in Bellevue. 1-0 to start on Morgan. Fastball check swing, high pop-up, shallow left center, no man's land, but Shaneyfelt tracks it down. What a play by Tyler Schoenfeld. There's about 3 guys who are closer to that baseball than the Florence second baseman. Really, ball that was hit far after just a check swing.
That's an amazing play from Schoenfeld. I mean, he was flying to that. That's way out of his position, and he's able to get there with ease.
Well, we've talked about it a lot. That guy's got a lot of speed.
Yeah, no doubt.
Currently tied for the franchise lead in career stolen bases.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's almost like he's really fast. And
2 gone quickly. Now 1 pitch fly to left. Milo Rushford settles under it, and C.J. Blowers has himself a really quick 1-2-3 top of the 4th. 4 innings through, just 2 runs for Gateway, and Florence leads 3-2 on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. A little bit of an extended delay in the middle of the 4th. We have what I'm going to assume and just go out on a limb and say is our largest kids run of the season. We are still filtering kids out into the stands after the middle of the 4th kids run. Gregory's done throwing his warm-up pitches, and it's still going to take a little bit of time before we get our first at-bat. Florence leads 3-2 in the bottom of the 4th. And it'll be 6, 7, 8. Broussard, Tucker, and Baker to start things off as we are still waiting. Florence sitting at 31 and 29. An inverse Gateway record at 29 and 31. I mean, we still have a ton of kids to get off the field here down the third base line. We always put in the game sheet and everything extended delays, middle of the 4th for the kids run, middle of the 5th for the salute to service. I don't know, Rory, did you put even extended middle of the 4th
I did.
delay break in your email?
Oh, in my information email, there is that in there, and it says, I didn't say it would be this long.
Well, that's what I was saying.
But
I mean, you
said,
have the 4th and the 5th.
I said there's a delay.
Kids run for the 5th, extra delay?
Yeah. Well, this is all part of icing Ben Gregory. Just make sure that he's nice and cold out there.
So did Toby Hall pay these kids?
They are all under contract, actually. It's a lot of money. It's $25 a day for the kids.
Tell you what, if Florence can't score in the bottom of the 4th, that's a lot of money down the drain.
Yeah.
Still got a decent amount of kids we have to get off the field. Gregory just waits. He could throw a few more pitches, but he went through his full warm-ups. Everybody's just kind of standing around right now. Umpires included.
100%.
We're
Yeah.
getting really close. I think Jason Garrett on the Gateway side's not too happy with it right now.
Yeah. All
Voice of the
according to plan.
Grizzlies.
All according to plan. How about Tyler Schoenfeld? 2 stolen bases here already in this ball game. You know, having 3 in a single game is like extremely impressive.
Yeah.
It's almost like Gateway just like you got to be ready for him to go, right?
Mississippi was. They didn't have a chance anytime.
You know what the good thing is? I don't think Gateway has a single clue that he's at the record.
Yeah.
We didn't announce it on the PA. So it's not like they know that he's going just to break the record right now.
Look at a pitch clock violation. Did they just punish Florence here? They just called a pitch clock violation on Florence on Garrett Broussard. Here comes Toby Hall. Is this going to be one of those ones, you know, I don't know the exact rules. So I know the kids weren't off the field before when that pitch clock was called. Are you going to have them step into the batter's box and drill a kid down the third base line? I mean, what?
Now, this is one where if you think that you're calling the right play here, you're just absolutely wrong.
You're
Miguel De La
punishing
Cruz
the
has
team.
to know that.
So this is a rule sometimes you see in basketball where, like, technically for an unruly crowd, and I have seen it in college basketball, an unruly crowd can result in a technical for the home team. So if this is some sort of event on Florence and the crew chief, Juan Rodriguez, will come in and set things right. Say no pitch clock violation, so no count to start. So we might not get to play the bottom of the 4th inning today.
I got to tell you what,
sure.
Kyle Goodell is just hoping to go out there and get an answer, but there's no way that you could even call a pitch clock violation.
Rory, you might be the reason that got taken away by. We said in the game sheet, we said in the info sheet that we were going to have a delay. No, but you were the one that said we're going to have a delay in the middle of the 4th. It was well known before the game. Both teams agreed to it.
Yeah.
Now Gregory's going to warm up with his first baseman.
First pitch home run here from Garrett Broussard would be euphoric.
So we had about double the time we usually need to get all the kids off the field for a kids run.
Yeah.
It is a kids day, circus day, on a morning game. Then a pitch clock violation was called on Florence on Garrett Broussard before the kids were even off the field. Toby Hall says, "What are we doing?" Juan Rodriguez, the crew chief over at third base, says, "No, you're right. No pitch clock violation."
Oh.
And he is drilled in the back on that first pitch.
Runs right inside.
I mean, just a fastball right on the numbers.
I mean, immediately out is the athletic trainer, Patrick McCormick. Broussard on his way to first, an express pass. That one's always brought to you by Airport Paint and Body. When life throws a fastball, it's your ride. Call Airport Paint and Body to smooth you out, get you back in the game. Airport Paint and Body, airportpaintandbody.com. Airport Paint and Body.
Oh, that's how it'll start. I mean, just a
Get another one
fastball.
inside here. Bench is clear.
I'll tell you what, I mean, Gregory could not have been happy with that delay. Here's Jackson Tucker, and immediately a runner on base for Florence to start things off. Well, Broussard struck out his first time. One pitch will reach here as we finally do get underway in the bottom of the 4th inning. A 3-2 Florence lead. Gateway out hitting him 6-5 right now. And Tucker a line a single up the middle for a base hit. Past Wargo would dived at it. Broussard jogs and stops at second base. So 3 pitches, 2 on with nobody out here for Florence.
Tell you what, we need more long kids runs.
I don't know if Garrett Broussard will agree with you. Even though he's standing on second base right now.
If Garrett Broussard comes home to score, he's going to have no problem with it.
You're probably right. See what Dylan Baker could do. He had an RBI single in his first plate appearance yesterday. Second-year shortstop. He swings at the first pitch and fouls it down the first base line. Brett Blomquist taking over at first base today for Cole Schaefer.
Yeah, the All-Star getting in on the action.
Yeah. Infield corners come in a little bit. Orf is playing on infield turf right now. Have we seen a Baker bunt yet this year?
Not really, no. And he's come up in a couple times where you could have.
Does have a decent amount of speed, just not quite experienced bunting. He's got a ball and a strike. Does square around and bunt and lays one down the third base slide. It'll go foul.
I like it,
Looked pretty good the first couple of bounces.
That was good.
2 strikes on him now, though.
Shorten up the swing. Drive one opposite field. Only need to put it 200 feet to be out at Gateway. He's got to do it a little longer here.
No, he did shorten up the swing a little bit on those home runs, didn't he? Just try to poke it the other way.
There you go, yeah.
Little pop up, little pop fly. That bunt actually might be a home run at Gateway.
I was going to say the same thing on the foul ball.
I was going to say one of them yesterday, and then I couldn't get it in. It's down to the count now, 1-2. Broussard at second, Tucker at first. Nobody gone in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. One on a changeup downstairs, and Baker chased. Huge first out, keep the runners put. That is now the 4th strikeout of the game for Gregory. Got hot a little bit in a streak of 5 straight retired. Bottom 4 first time through, and then Rushford at the top. That's before Shaney Felt and Zeisler kind of broke it open. Now Harbison grounded out to short his first time up on a spectacular play made by Wargo. Takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. Kid, his second start since the All-Star break. Trying to break a cold spell offensively. Bell's the 0-1 back. Or 1-0 back, rather. Evens the count up at 1-1. Harbison named an All-Star despite not making the opening day roster. Got named the first base coach to stay with the organization for the first few weeks. And he drills one into left field. Lee's backing up to the track. He's at the wall. He'll make the catch right in front of the wall for out number 2. Broussard retreats back to second, Tucker to first.
That was hit on the screws there.
That was a loud one.
Yeah, good piece.
Hit anywhere else, probably going to bring home 2. But after Florence gets the first 2 on, 2 quickly retired here by Gregory and Rushford. The top of the lineup, his 3rd time up, is now the last hope for Florence in the home half of the 4th. First pitch gets between the legs of Jones behind the plate. 390 for both Broussard and Tucker. Broussard's 90 feet away. Tucker in scoring position, both as potential insurance runs for Florence. Count started 1-0 on Milo.
Yeah, now a Rushford single brings home 2 with the wheels of Tucker at second.
Another wild pitch or pass ball, anything of that nature would bring home 1. Rushford got pinch hit for yesterday after just 2 at-bats. Got a rare start as the designated hitter. 1-0's low, 2-0. Also rare to see the leadoff hitter as your designated hitter, but Rushford getting a little bit of rest. We were mentioning earlier how very few players are, you could call everyday starters for Florence. Rushford is really turning into that. Has started every game since the All-Star break. He's turned into that everyday leadoff hitter. Oh, 2-0 count. That ball was buried in the dirt, and Rushford went after it. He's going to want that swing back. Talked to him after winning player of the game, though, about his transition to the leadoff spot, and he said, yeah, that's where I've been most of my life. I'm very comfortable hitting leadoff. 2-1, foul back. Counts even at 2-2. He's someone you almost forget about his speed, just because on Florence you have Tyler Shaneyfelt and Jackson Tucker. But there are just so many guys on this Y'all's team that can run, and Rushford is one of them. Doesn't have a ton of stolen bases this year, but Certainly serviceable enough speed for a leadoff hitter. Second and third, 2 outs. Florence up by 1 of the fourth. 2-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. Foul tip right into the mitt of Jones. 2 strikeouts sandwiched around a fly out to left. Gets Gregory out of the top or bottom of the fourth. So we go to the fifth. Still a 3-2 lead for Florence, the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Top of the fifth from beautiful Thomas More Stadium here in Florence, Kentucky. Florence leads 3-2 as they attempt to even up the series with the Gateway Grizzlies. Florence also holds the season series with Gateway, 4-2 currently. Match up number 7 between the two. 9-1-2 as Blowers is out for his 5th inning of work. It's Otto Jones. Takes the first pitch strike. Jones, a catcher, showed off a little bit of wheels. Had a 2-out triple back in that second inning. Definitely got helped by a diving attempt by Bobo and Wright that got all the way to the corner, and Bobo ended up being the one that had to go pick it up. So a lot of time for Jones to get over to third. There was even a potential play if they're with a better throw at third base. It's down at an 0-2 count here. It's one of 6 base hits that Blowers has given up at his first 4 innings of work. He's just allowed 2 of them to come around to score. 0-2 throwaway pitch, fastball way upstairs. Light bench for Gateway today, again deal with a little bit of injury troubles, but Jones going to start one game of the series anyway. Behind that all-star catcher Jose Alvarez. Flowers missed in, even 2-2. Slower tempo here for Blowers on the 2-2. And misses. Jones has fought back down 0-2 to run the count full. Florence 2 games ahead of Gateway, 2 teams that could potentially be fighting for the final wild card spot about a month down the road. Payoff pitch is skied high foul down the first base line. Not as crowded of a kids zone today, despite the many kids in attendance, with it being a circus day and a morning game. A lot of camps in town. Payoff again, hard grounder through the left side, and Jones has himself a 2-hit day. That bottom third of the lineup, it's so many different games. We talk about how it's killed Florence. They produced some runs yesterday's game 1 between these two. Kids shouting out the SpongeBob SquarePants theme song as Victor Castillo has an opportunity with a man on. Get to the top of the lineup. Flowers can't take advantage of the 9-hitter. First pitch swinging and a foul back right above us to the press box. Castillo's 0 for 2 with a flyout and a strikeout looking. He was named a 2025 Frontier League All-Star, as well as to the All-Frontier League team at the end of the season. Fastball a bit above the zone. Looks pretty good on TrackMan. It's Miguel De La Cruz calling balls and strikes today. Changeup, grounder to the right side this time. A diving stop by Schoenfeld and a throw to first to get him. Tyler Schoenfeld can do it all. Lays out for it and gets up just in time to get Castillo. Jones moves into scoring position. And now Toby Hall, Patrick McCormick going to come out to look at somebody. Was it Flowers or is it Schoenfeld on the throw? I think it's going to be Tyler Schoenfeld. Well, I mean, Schoenfeld's had a spectacular day. He's got 2 singles, he's got 2 stolen bases, and he scored twice. And now he makes that awesome defensive play. Couple of movements for Schoenfeld, gives the all clear. Hall and McCormick back to the dugout. Instead of 2 on with nobody out, that Schoenfeld play. Now 1 out with a runner on second. Still game-tying run at scoring position now for Tate Wargo, who's had himself a pretty good series. A couple of extra base hits already. He included an RBI yesterday. And he's also came around to score in the 2-run home run of the first inning here.
Think they still play small ball to get a guy 90 feet away, or they just go with a single from Wargo?
I don't think so with 2 outs. Putting a bunt down, the move runner to third with 2 outs. First pitch called strike at the letters here to Wargo. It's hitting .333 in a smaller sample size. Again, still no homers. Yesterday's RBI was just his 4th of the season. Popped foul. Played 3 years of college at Akron, so it's a few hours from here.
Shocked he's not with the Crushers.
Yeah, that'll be more of a homecoming game for him. Actually, they were in Lake Erie this past weekend. Start the second half of the year. Flowers fakes a throw over to second. Still an 0-2 count of the shortstop. Jones is dancing around. Fastball high is punched the opposite way and will hit down in the kid zone. Again, Bobo didn't quite have the read on that, but wouldn't have had a chance anyway. Horn stands on deck, and he's the one who has done a ton of damage for Gateway this year against Florence. Leads the Grizzlies in homers with 13 now after his 2-run bomb of the first. Long look at second for Flowers. Breaking ball can't find the zone. That's the first ball after a couple of foul balls to Wargo. A really good foul ball. Defensive swings for Wargo.
Yeah, he's definitely a guy with a 2-strike approach. It's going to take a lot to put him away.
Meetings between Florence and Gateway this year, but half expired now. We'll get a 4-game series thanks to a cancellation next weekend, including a Saturday doubleheader. Another foul ball opposite way. Wargo's late on him, 85 miles an hour.
Yeah, you'll earn your drinks next Saturday.
We party twice as hard on Rocket Saturday next week.
Yes. Should be 2 sevens, though.
Yeah. This one's popped up foul territory again. Could be playable. Zeisler over and has it right by the netting. Tried to catch Jones a little bit off second base, but Jones is back in time. So long at bat, but Blowers stays with it. 2 down to the inning.
It's a big spot here for Blowers just because it's, third time through the order, plus it's, the top.
Yeah.
It's really the place that's done production against him. Bryson Horn, obviously, the 2-run homer in the first.
Horn stands in, still just around that .230 batting average, but he has a lot of potential to leave the yard. More home runs than anyone in this ball game with 13.
I love that first pitch strike there, though. Low and outside.
He's going to go back to it.
Sweeper.
Still a runner on second. He's the game-tying run. 2 outs now, and Flowers looks home again. Tries to go to that same spot this time. Bit off the plate.
It's a good idea, though.
Flowers now has his longest start of the season with Florence. Just going 3 last week. Goes all the way 360 before that changeup and threw it to the dirt. As much damage as Horn has done in this series, Cordova's done a lot too. Grounder right to Zeisler, backs up on it, and he'll make the play himself. Leadoff single, but Tyler Schoenfeld and C.J. Blowers both contribute to get Florence out of the top of the 5th. We're halfway home and a 3-2 Florence lead on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Two, 3, 4 for Florence as Tyler Schoenfeld continues to chase history, 1 stolen base away from the all-time franchise record in career stolen bases. Schoenfeld, Zeisler, and Bobo in the inning as Florence will try to add to their 3-2 lead here at beautiful Thomas More Stadium. It's Ben Gregory back out for the 5th. He's ran into a little bit of trouble in each of his last 2 innings, but given up just 1 run. Florence is stranded 4 in the first 4 innings so far. Already 2 in the game for Shaney Felt. Stolen bases. Got to get on base to be able to steal those back. So he has 2 singles, including an infield single. Won't happen here. Hard grounder right at Orf, who steps on the bag for out number 1. Also contributed to the game with great defensive play in that top of the 5th that erased a potential 2 runners on, nobody out situation. Hank Zeisler is the difference in this game with an RBI double back in the 3rd. The only run so far today that did not occur in the 1st inning, first pitch in there. Just continues to be steady, Hank. That batting average just sitting 330 to 350 range the last few weeks. 338 right now. 2 for 4 with a couple RBIs on his 2-homer day yesterday. Or rather, just had the 1 home run. Had a 2-homer day this past weekend against Mississippi. So 3 since the break. He went in with just 7. This is a guy who had a 20-homer season last year. Swings at first pitch high. Gregory gets the sign, and he golfs one into right field, and again will get all the way to the wall. On his horse around first, Cordoba finally picks it up and throws it back in. Zeisler's got his 2nd double of the day. Continues to chase that doubles record. 2 of them today. He is now 3 away from the franchise doubles record. Has 73 this season. He'll need 76 to tie that record, 77 to capture it. But now an insurance run in scoring position for Brendan Bobo. Zeisler's going to take off for third base. Throw down is high, and the umpire takes a stumble. Ooh, and he's at his knee. Juan Rodriguez, the crew chief today. He'll have to get looked at by Patrick McCormick. Umpires come over. Oh, that was not pretty. Immediately grabbing his knee and going to the ground. You just barely saw that at the edge there. He had to move a little bit to get in the right view of Hank trying to steal third base. So we might get a 2 umpire crew in this game, 1 infield ump, as they continue to look at Juan Rodriguez, today's crew chief. Hank steals third.
We've actually seen it before. I can't remember if it was on the road or at home, but they've gone down to 2 umpires prior. Also an incredible steal of third.
It was at home. It was actually the home plate umpire left the game. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that delay.
That was a weird. Remember that guy took like 5 hits.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just a ridiculous day. This is obviously a different type of injury.
Did you shout out Taco Mama for those doubles?
I did not. No, there's 2 of them today.
Yeah,
too.
anytime's a good time for a margarita at Taco Mama. Visit their new location in Union off of U.S. Route 42. I tell you what, Ben, it is absolutely packed up here on the upper concourse.
Yeah.
I mean, and drinks are flying for the crew that's up here. I don't know, is it PKT or something like that?
Never too. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right?
It's always 5 o'clock somewhere. Today, this is a work day for them. So they're probably like, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Adult field trip.
Yeah. And Patrick McCormick's going to head in. I think he's going to be the fill-in umpire.
Well, is that not part of my job description?
Got to get him some water.
Again, it was immediately a point to the knee. This game has seen some weird delays. If this is anything like the 4th. if you're Brandon Bobo, you might want to take a step back off the plate. Garrett Broussard got drilled after the first time, after a long delay in the middle of the 4th inning. Also looks like for some support, the Gateway trainer, Margaret Rawl, will go over.
That's good. You got to love that.
McCormick.
She was also helping him out during the All-Star game as well.
All-star trainer.
Yeah, All-Star trainer Patrick McCormick in his first season, first half of the season.
Look at that. Alan Chase taught him well.
His young Padawan.
Rodriguez is on his feet. He's trying to move that leg a little bit.
I don't know if he could put any. No, he is.
Is he laughing or is he? No, I don't think it's laughter.
I don't think he can put any weight on it, really. Definitely leaning to one side. This is the way the McGregor fight went, right?
Almost exactly. You know what? You can't even blame Rodriguez. Hank caught everyone off guard by the stolen base.
He's not going to be able to move on the bases right now. He can barely stand.
Now, the question becomes, is it better to have a stationary ump?
Well, maybe put him behind the plate.
Yeah.
They're going to carry him off. Wow.
Can't get McCormick some help over there and carrying Rodriguez off the field?
Here comes Will Karsten. Get the big guy up and moving.
Maybe a guy that pitched yesterday isn't going to pitch today.
I tell you what, it is going to be a tough task now for Elliott Brown on the base paths without his crew chief.
Yeah.
And just goes to show, by the way, if this was an inning earlier, we would have had that
pitch clock
violation.
Yeah. Man, that is just really unfortunate stuff for Juan Rodriguez. I'm going to show that replay again. You see him go to the ground and immediately go to that knee.
Oh, man. He was hitting the ground, too.
Yeah. I do think I caught a couple of smiles and laughter as he was walking off the field. So I think hopefully in good spirits. Well, I'll tell you what. Elliott Brown looks like an athletic guy out there on the base paths. So he's got some of that youth speed.
He does look younger, yeah. He does look like he could have some age left in those legs.
Well, infield comes in, and Bobo is hit. I mean, I joked about that earlier, about these long delays here for Gregory.
It's a hit by pitch, always brought to you by Airport Paint and Body. When life throws a fastball, it's your ride. Submit a free estimate today at Airport Paint and Body to smooth you out, get you back in the game.
Now, do we have to think, is Airport Paint and Body, paying for these extra delays? Because they feel that Gregory's going to hit someone right after?
No, they just pay for the hit by pitch. We should have a bases clearing, just one-time partnership. And I don't know who it would be. Thornbush Whiskey.
They're on the corners now with one out. Again, Florence leading by one here in the bottom of the fifth, 3-2. First pitch, a breaking pitch outside to Richardson. Ground out to first for Shane Felda, a pretty hard hit grounder. And then a double and a hit by pitch with Hank stealing third. Are the three batters are sitting, and Zaid will hit one through the left side for a base hit. Another RBI single for Richardson. Water is wet, and Zaid Richardson hits with runners at scoring position. Florence doubles their lead. It's 4-2 Y'alls.
Yeah, that's some big-time insurance. It's good to see Florence pick up a run in middle of this ball game. Last few series, they've scored early. Got to give these kids some love on the right side here for some T-shirts.
That is RBI number 33 on the season, second of the game here for Richardson. Bobo goes first to second on that play as well, so still 2 on and just 1 out of the inning. So this 2-umpire thing, that's how they do it in really any level up to high school.
Varsity level high school, maybe you get 3. I was certainly with 2 umpires or 1 umpire at the JV level last year.
First pitch, Broussard unloads deep to left. Will it stay fair? And it does, but it's caught out in left field. Boy, that was hit a mile in the air. I was under the impression that ball was not going to be in the field of play. But it is Lee to make the play out and left. 2 down in the inning. One of those loud contact ones.
Yeah, it was
too.
90 off the bat. You know, you weren't fooled.
Sunny day, not a lot of sleep. That's what happens.
How many hours did you get?
5.
5. What,
Yeah.
you went to bed at 1?
I can't go to bed that early. I just can't do it. My sleep schedule's too messed up. It's Tucker, 2 outs in the inning, breaking pitch low. Gregory's had to battle through a lot. I mean, those 2 delays now, you know, it can a little bit feel like it adds a few pitches to the pitch count sometimes. 4 2/3 innings through this game. He's given up 4 earned runs on 8 hits. Fastball jammed from Tucker. So I've been waiting to say this because I absolutely believe in the announcer's jinx. But I guess I'll say it now. Couple of hit by pitches here from Gregory, but we don't have a walk in this game yet.
I was,
Almost
you know,
complete through 5.
I was going to say it back in the 4th when all of a sudden he hit Garrett Broussard following that long delay. I was like, it's not really a lack of control at all from Gregory. So that almost seemed like it was there.
Beautiful breaking pitch. Ends up in that inside corner. Yeah, now Tucker's down 1-2. He hit a single his last time up. Feels like he's good for a base hit every start that he gets. Batting average well above 300 at this point for the Florence center fielder. 1-2. Fastball, check swing, didn't go around.
Florence will warm up Isaac Milburn in the bullpen.
4 innings for him.
Yeah,
Just
back on
3
Sunday.
days ago on Sunday. So 2 days of rest before they go to the lefty.
Do you think he's throwing with the intent to pitch here, or he could just be, you know, doing his side bullpen?
It could be. Foul ball from Tucker. I mean, you don't have a ton of lefties in the bullpen.
Yeah.
But you do like to, I think, piggyback Milburn off of Lawson, being the only righty that you have in the starting rotation right now for Florence.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that you only exclusively use him after
Maybe get an
Lawson.
inning here.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean he has to go extended work again.
Well, he was great on
Yeah,
Sunday against Mississippi. Good pick by Otto Jones behind the plate. But the count is now full with 2 outs. Both Bobo and Richardson will be off on the pitch. 4-2 Florence here in the bottom of the 5th. Game 2 of this 3-game set. Two outs, 2 on with them loaded. Boy, he's heard a big laughter from out there. There are a lot of people. Payoff pitch coming. This one's popped up sky high. Jones trying to find it. Tucker slams the bat.
Oh.
It's actually the third baseman who drops it. Richardson, or Bobo, will score. Richardson to third and Tucker to second. That was Bryson Horn with a late call for everyone. Called the pitcher back and then just fell out of his reach.
And a good job from Tucker to get all the way to second. That's a double.
Unbelievable. Richardson has to stop at third, but Florence takes a 5-2 lead. Well, that's all right. That's going to go as a double for him. Check swing on a breaking ball low for Dylan Baker. It's the 9th hit of the game for Florence. Gregory just trying to make it out of this 5th inning. They do have a righty warming up in their bullpen. Fastball up and in. There have been some frustrating things in this start for Gregory for sure.
And I tell you what, I'm in desperate need of Dylan Baker to come through here because I accidentally penciled in Richardson.
Fastball up and in. You have the pen. You do the pen?
Yeah, I already penciled in his run.
I can't believe you didn't pencil it in. You penned it in.
Well, it's a Hall of Fame book, by the way.
That's right.
Yeah.
Baker off the end of the pad into right field. Richardson will score, and Tucker's right behind him. Florence gets some insurance. Well, you don't need 100 miles off the bat every single time. And Baker got his second RBI base hit of the series. This time it scores 2, and Ben Gregory's day's done. Baker helps you out a little bit. Richardson does come around to score. It is now 6-2 Florence. We will head to a break as a new pitcher comes in. The Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Hooves hang out pitching change for Gateway, our first of the game. Looking for the perfect spot to relax and open your favorite Pokemon or baseball trading cards? Visit former Reds reliever J.J. Hoover at Hooves Hang Out today at 405 Washington Street, Suite D in Alexandria. It's been an interesting inning at a 4 spot for Florence. They now take a 5-run lead over Gateway. It's 7-2. This is the fourth game in a row that Florence has had a 5-run lead. They're 2-1 in the other 3 so far.
Just seeing 7-2 is already a
It's scary,
flashback
yeah.
from last night.
First pitch for Harbison fouls back. So the day is done for Gregory. And I heard the voice of the Grizzlies, Jason Garrett, say not going to indicate how he pitched his final line. I'm going to agree with him. 7 earned runs so far for him.
Yeah.
10 hits. Not all of those 10 hits are the exactly scorchers off the bat. But so far right now, it is 4 innings and 2/3 of 7 earned run baseball on 10 hits. Didn't walk a batter. He hit a couple. He struck out 5. Sparks with a 1-1 count on the 9-hitter, Kyle Harbison. There are 2 outs of the inning as Harbison fouls 1 back.
And Baker with one of the biggest hits of the year, so I didn't have to scratch out my scorebook.
Well, you know, talking about what Jason Garrett was saying about, you know, Baker and how he has killed Gateway with the home runs all this year and gets a soft hit single. Already made this joke. It's not going to land as well, but I think that's a home run in Arsenal BG Park.
You're right. It doesn't land as well, probably to the rest of the audience. I enjoy it. But
Thank you. Even 2-2 count, deuces are wild. 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 5th, Sparks fires home the 2-2, fastball just inside. Couple of ticks up on the fastball to go from Sparks, or from Gregory to Sparks. He's got a 5.8 ERA on the season. Pitched twice this past weekend at Lake Erie, both scoreless appearances. Baker off with a pitch. The payoff is popped up foul again out of play. We'll do it again. So, yeah, Florence had a 7-2 lead over Gateway yesterday. And it wasn't until Girard came out for the 5th inning. Gave up a couple of runs, couldn't get out of the 5th. Fastball, Harbison pops it into right. And Cordoba will settle under it for out number 3. So a 4-spot in the inning for Florence with a little bit of help of some defensive miscues from Gateway. It's 7-2 Y'alls. Blowers is a 5-run lead as he heads back out to the bump. Spoke too soon again. Out comes Isaac Milburn on the other end of the break of the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Now our very first Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken pitching change for the Florence Y'alls. With a new wing coming into the game, you can pick up the best wings in the tri-state area at Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. Isaac Milburn, who threw 4 innings just 3 days ago, will make his second relief appearance of the season for Florence as the day is done for CJ Blowers. Florence goes from a lefty to another lefty as they will face the middle third. Cordoba, Lee, and Brennan Orff. Florence a 7-2 lead. Some insurance there in the bottom of the 5th with a 4-spot. How about the day from C.J. Blowers? Will end his line at 5 innings pitched. Did give up 7 hits, but just 2 earned runs. Didn't walk a batter. He struck out 3. First pitch is low and way inside. Almost hit the foot of Cordoba, who's 1 for 2 with the fly out to center and a single. Making him 4 for 5 on the series now after a 3-hit day yesterday, included a couple of homers. And he eventually was the hero for Gateway with the go-ahead home run on the top of the 9th inning against another lefty out of the Florence bullpen, Aiden McAvoy. 2 balls, no strikes to count to start and the count. Fastball again off the plate, and Milburn down 3-0. Well, we have seen a little bit of command issues for Milburn when he was used as a starter first few games of the year. Breaking ball at the knees, just low it again, 3-1 rather. I had it at 3-0 first, it was 2-1, now it's 3-1. Just finds that outside corner. That 4 innings out of relief for Milburn in his first bullpen appearance, or more than both of his final 2 starts against Evansville and Mississippi. Went 3 1/3 in each of both of those. So maybe a different role can kind of find something new. Timeout taken by Cordoba. Payoff pitch incoming. Slider just off the plate. Cordoba walks for the first time today, and a leadoff man is on for Gateway. Darrell Lee will hit. Sort of when it rains, it pours moment in that bottom of the fifth for Gateway. Not catching that pop-up. Not only scored one, but also two came around an RBI single the next AB. First pitch to Darrell Lee is down low. Lee getting his first start of the series. Came in after Sanford got hurt just in the second or third inning after his first plate appearances. So he played most of that game and got 4 plate appearances, 0 for 3 with a walk. Fastball at the knees, a lead for a strike. Melbourne will get another opportunity to face his former team, the Windy City Thunderbolts, this upcoming weekend. As Florence travels to Crestwood. Pumps it up at 90, finds the middle of the zone, goes ahead of the count 1-2. Working from the first base side of the rubber. Long look at first. Now comes home with a 1-2 and a good pick by Harbison. Thought about throwing down to first. Cordoba was far off that first base bag, but decides against it. Two-two. Oh, beautiful breaking ball. Called strike 3. Lee knew it and was walking back to the dugout. Milburn, filthy pitch. His first out of this appearance is a strikeout. It'll bring up the first baseman, Orff. His first pitch swing on a foul ball down the first base line. Zeisler trying to play games with Cordoba. Make Cordoba think that was a fair ball cover at first, but Cordoba did not bite.
Zeisler's just a kid in the candy store
He
sometimes.
is.
Really just having fun playing the game.
0-1 punch the opposite way foul. I've never seen someone, I mean, this is a really random thing, but I've never seen someone bounce the baseball as much as he does. It's just kind of like a fidget for him. Also never had someone in an interview toss the baseball up to himself like he has both times.
I like that, though.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't have anything against it. 0-2 breaking ball outside. Just found it kind of funny.
Thought you wrote a strongly written letter about it.
I did. I tried to get Zeisler cut for the team after it happened.
Didn't go well for you?
No, I got overruled. Not sure why. Milburn down 1-2. Another slider, try to go front door. This one won't quite catch the zone. Orff's over 2 in his plate appearance. You can maybe give him some of the blame for that drop pop-up. I mean, that was one where I legit think 6 different players could have caught it. And a sawed-off base hit into left field. And a one-hop in front of Rushford. 8th hit of the day for Gateway. 2 on with just 1 out of the inning. With pitching 4 innings on Sunday, I think how long do you think they'll keep Milburn out there? You did use almost all of your high leverage guys yesterday despite the loss because you had that lead. 2 down for Davey Morgan, still just 1 down with 2 on. Gateway second baseman 0 for 2, a fly out and a pop-up. Spent a couple of seasons with Lake Erie before coming over to Gateway. Defensive-minded second baseman. Fastball low. All right, well, this date in baseball history is a little bit of a shorter one, but it's always brought to you by Furniture Fair. Style, comfort, value, that's the Furniture Fair promise. Visit your local showroom or shop online today at FurnitureFair.net. 2-0 upstairs. So now Milburn has lost Morgan. It's 3-0. The first time, there's only 6 that it's giving me. There's usually a whole page of them.
Yeah.
Only 6 today. First one that caught my eye because it's Cincinnati is actually a pretty crazy one. But it's 1926, so I don't actually know how crazy it is. 3-0, get me over fastball down the middle of the zone. 1926 on July 22nd. Cincinnati had 4 triples in an inning.
Wow.
4 triples in an 11-run second inning as the Reds
Man.
beat the Boston Braves 13-1.
We got like 5 triples on the season.
Soft grounder heading foul and will go foul. Broussard maybe let that go. Didn't charge it as much as he could.
Yeah, it'd be a tough play.
Of course. Kurt Walker hit 2 in that inning to tie a National League record. That feels
Wow.
like we talk about the 2 grand slams in an inning in his
Yeah.
record that'll never, ever be broken. That feels like another one that'd be really hard to break.
Really hard.
Oh, this one's pretty cool. In 1906, Bob Ewing pitched the Cincinnati Reds to a 10-3 victory over the Philadelphia Phillies.
Oh, that one stinks.
Actually, this one is pretty crazy. I left off the back part. Without a single assist registered by his teammates.
How's that happen?
I have no
Just a
idea
bunch
how
of fly
that
balls?
happens. Yeah, fly balls and I don't know. It's popped up down the first baseline. Zeisler going over, and again we'll deke everyone. You know, he did it without the Reds going back to back to back as well, hitting four home runs in an inning. That's what the Reds usually do against Phillies.
Ugh.
1967, July 22nd. The Atlanta Braves used a major league record 5 pitchers in a 1 inning. It's popped up. Shallow center. Sprint in for Tucker, and he'll finally settle under it for out number 2.
Must have been an early call from Tucker because that was right in the wheelhouse of Schoenfeld and Baker. Just from the plays we've seen from Schoenfeld today, probably could have got to that, but I think Tucker called him off early.
5 pitchers in an inning, 4 pitching changes in a single inning. God, that had to be a lot of, depending who's home, either least famous or who's hangout shoutouts.
That's one where it's just least famous pitching change.
Cole Brannon, 2 on, 2 outs. First pitch low. Still a 7-2 lead for Florence here on the top of the 6th. Milburn trying to work around. Scoreless 6th inning.
Tell you what, I really liked that last at-bat there. I mean, Milburn starts down 3-0, able to come all the way back. You walk that guy, it's an entirely different outing.
Absolutely.
To walk the bases loaded, I'm sure you see someone up and moving around in the pen right now. So a good bounce back.
A movement right now there on that pen for Florence. And Brandon turns early on at foul. Brandon the homecoming. He played 57 games with Florence a few seasons ago, but it's been 4 years in Gateway for him. But I don't have the official number. I'm going to guess. I think he might be the highest MLB draft pick out of anyone in the Frontier League. He was a 2nd-round pick to the Boston Red Sox in 2017. Front door slider down the middle of the zone. I know that Derek Bender is pretty close.
Yeah.
He was a 6th-round pick, the catcher for the Brockton Rocks. And that was pretty recent, 22 or 23 draft.
Someone else was a 2nd-round pick.
So you have not seen a 1st-round pick, though, is my question. 1-2, called, strike 3. What a way to finish the inning for Isaac Milburn and his 2nd strikeout looking of the inning. And he'll keep that 5-run lead despite letting a couple on at the top of the 6th. Go to the bottom of the 6th, lead still intact. Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. 7 runs for Florence so far today, but again, they all come against the Gateway starter, Ben Gregory. Still struggles against the bullpen, as they have just faced a single out against the Gateway bullpen so far today, as Alex Sparks makes his way back out to the pitcher's mound for the bottom of the 6th. Top third of the lineup, Rushford, Schoenfeld, Zeisler, and maybe a chance again at history for Tyler Schoenfeld. Rushford starts us off as the one of 2 Florence Yalls to not reach base today. It's that 9-1, Harbison and Rushford. Everybody's got a hit besides those 2 and Garrett Broussard, whose reach was on a hit by pitch. It's 10 total base hits for Florence today. First pitch started off fastball ball. 0 for 3 day includes a couple of strikeouts for the Florence left fielder. Takes another pitch that looked in a similar location. This time is called a strike. Sparks came in to face Kyle Harbison and got him to fly out to right. Just one batter faced for the righty with a 5.8 ERA. Slows it down, that beautiful breaking ball right down the middle of the zone. 2 strikes and a ball. Try to go outside with that same pitch and missed to make it 2-2. We'll do a little bit of wrap up for that This Date in Baseball history, a couple of them after I gave most of the interesting ones at the top of the 6th. Count full. Weldon Henley of the Philadelphia Athletics pitched a no-hitter, defeating the St. Louis Browns 6-0 in the first game of a doubleheader. He pitched that no-hitter in the middle of a 4-11 season. Sounds like a Homer Bailey type no-hitter in season. So get a full count walk to Milo Rushford. He reaches and now leaves Harbison as the only Yall without reaching base today.
That's a good walk there from Rushford. Starts things off well here for Florence. I think it's of a pretty good note that Gateway used their only lefty pitcher yesterday for 2 2/3 innings.
Yeah.
So in this stretch of 4 in a row, won't be seeing the lefty.
First pitch to Schoenfeld is low. And for anyone saying at home, well, are they going to go really high leverage and at bat by at bat? They're down by 5. Well, Florence blew this exact same lead a little later in the game today, yesterday.
Plus, Galva was not in an high leverage yesterday.
No.
He's got a 9 ERA. He was there kind of just to clean things up, and the offense backed him up to get him close into this ball game.
Right. Fastball called strike. Seattle's 13-5 win over Texas was interrupted for 44 minutes when a rainstorm drenched fans at Safeco Field, and the $518 million stadium's roof wouldn't close because of a computer problem. The roof finally began closing about 20 minutes later.
Wow.
That would make me mad if I was a fan.
Yeah.
A rain delay for a team with a roof. Isn't that something? 1-2, Schoenfeld fouls it off, does a little spin, giving a souvenir down to fans down the third base line. It is just a beautiful day.
Hey, it really is. What are you going to do the rest of the day?
I was playing with sleep, but I feel like I can with this kind of day. You're also wasting what kind of feels like another off day.
Yeah.
Schoenfeld fouls one down the third base line.
You can sleep when you're dead. It is possible.
Yeah. Any plans?
I was toying with the idea of going to see Odyssey again. Certainly wouldn't be a upsetting day for me.
That would not be a bad way to spend your day. Pitch low, runner takes off for second, and Rushford is in safely. So a stolen base while Schoenfeld is at the plate. And Rushford, we were talking about his stolen bases earlier, how he has the capability to do so, he's got some speed. Now in scoring position with nobody out. Still a 2-2 count here to Schoenfeld. Counts 2-2. Off the end of the bat, left side. Going to be a tough play on the run. Throw across the body. Not in time. Shaneyfeld beats it to first base. An infield single. Boy, a really good opportunity there for Wargo. So Shaneyfeld and Rushford on first and second right now.
Double steal, you know, automatically gets him. Yeah. Double steal automatically gets him there. I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah. The pleasure's mine. The pleasure's mine, though. Yeah. I think that's how you say it.
Egg Zeisler at the plate, runners first and second. Nobody out. I mean, you assume in a double steal, the throw's got to go to third for them.
Absolutely.
First pitch in there for a strike. As Rushford stole third this season. He's 0 for 1. (0-1) fouls it away. 0-2 the count to Zeisler. Nobody out. 2 runners on base. Florence with a 7-2 lead. Man, what an interesting proposition. Really would be, you know, this is not a time where Florence would normally steal. It would strictly be to get Shaneyfeld the record.
Especially with Hank at the plate.
Yeah,
Nobody out.
and I will say there are 40 more games. 41 more games left in the season.
It's also with a 5-run lead.
Yes. Hey, never enough.
Never.
Never enough. Here's the 0-2. This is outside to Zeisler. Zeisler's had a good day at the plate as well. He's picked up those 2 doubles, an RBI double and a run scored in the 5th. That moved him closer to double history. He's 3 away from tying the record. From the stretch, 1-2, fouls it away. Count stays the same. Hopefully a lot of these summer camps can stay deep into this game. That's always the problem with these day games is a lot of the camps do end up leaving before the end of the game. The 1-2. Ooh, out of the glove of the catcher. Rushford thought about it, but he retreats back to second safely.
I don't know if he would have been able to give that a stolen base.
No, that would have been wild pitch, pass ball, something. Oh, man. Otto Jones is shaking up now as the trainer's going to come take a look at him.
I mean, we can't really afford this.
No. You honestly would have thought that they could have, if the injury to Alvarez was serious, they would have had to activate an emergency catcher, I'd assume. Couldn't just go into the game with one catcher.
Right.
Is there an emergency catcher on the roster?
I don't see one.
Neither do I. I don't at all.
But you're on the road. Sometimes you don't have one in town.
Yeah.
Is Angelo Pahilla going to catch for Gateway in this game?
If so, I hope he doesn't catch a single ball and just lets it go to the backstop.
Could you imagine? Oop.
Whoop.
just sticks his glove out
Yeah.
for the hitter to lightly swing. Catcher's interference every at bat.
That'd be great. Just throwing up fours.
Who does make that official call? Is it the catcher?
For us, it's been the manager, Toby Hall. Jones going to stay in this ball game. 2-2 the count to the captain, Zeisler. Runners first and second. Nobody out. Shaneyfeld on first. He's a stolen base away from breaking the franchise stolen base record. Sitting at 82. Tied for the record. 83 breaks it. Record held by Cole Miles, 2011 to 2014. The 2-2 to Zeisler, fouls it away. Cole Miles was a center fielder, second baseman. Doesn't that sound familiar? Drafted by the Braves in the 19th round of the 2005 draft. Spent his final 4 years of baseball here in Florence. 40 stolen base season, a 12 stolen base season, 1 stolen base season, just 13 games in 2013, and then 29 stolen bases his last year. Shaney felt certainly impressive the way he's done it. Ground ball over towards the second baseman. Toss to second one. Relay on to first is in time. 4-6-3 double play.
Well, that'll eliminate that quickly.
Yep.
Pretty good turn, too. We haven't seen a ton of fortunate plays like that, tailor-made for Gateway today. You also don't see Hank Zeisser hitting many of those either. But Rushford does move over to third base. 2 outs in the inning now for Brendan Bobo. Florence would still have some more. They've also struggled to even get base runners against opposing teams' bullpens. I mean, it's just been every way you can struggle. First pitch is a bit low in the dirt to Bobo. He's reached twice an RBI double at a hit by pitch. Schoenfeld infield single was base hit number 11 on the day for the Alls. Breaker. Cold strike on the outer corner. I can't tell if there's a breeze coming in or the fan we're having right here. It's not on, but it's the wind is blowing it. So this wind, the fan is like really going.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
And it just feels outstanding. You already said you didn't want it today. So
I know. I don't need it. It's nice and cool up here.
Can always be cooler. Two and one. Fastball low and outside. I mean, you're a Massachusetts guy, so you have to be used to the freezing cold weather.
Oh, I've spent my last 3 years
That's
away
true.
from Massachusetts. I only see my family a handful of times every year.
I'm seeing your family about as much as you do.
Yeah.
3-1 pitch. Fouled back by Bobo. Counts full.
And I'm in Massachusetts even less than that, like once or twice a year. I was there for like 24 hours just going to see Reese.
Yeah, that's right.
It'll be 3 months when I see him again.
Wow. Will you go to Massachusetts at all during
No,
that stretch?
no,
So
no.
I will, and you will. I'll be
Yeah.
at Brockton.
Yeah.
Payoff pitch is hit high down the third base line. At foul territory, this time Horn will make the play for out number 3. So, couple on, but again, nothing for Florence against a bullpen. Rory Tettemer back on the mic to start the 7th. 7-2 Y'alls of the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN.
Top half of the 7th inning. Florence with a 7-2 lead. Isaac Milburn back out for another inning of work. Bottom of the order, Otto Jones, followed by the top, Victor Castillo and Tate Wargo. Jones 2 for 2 today. Double and a home run shy of the cycle. Got the triple. That's the hardest part, especially in this ballpark. Got that in his first at-bat.
Kurt Kramer is currently walking away from the press bucket right now.
Well, that's actually a good idea. I hope he's going into the office to get the cards.
I was thinking the same thing, and now he's made a turn towards neither.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
You guys going to rip 2-packs today?
Nope. Nope, just the one. Reason being, we only have the 1-packs left.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we should be getting our Topps Chrome, though. It was release date today for Topps Chrome 2026. That is one of the best pulls you can have. So we'll be getting Topps Chrome tomorrow, and then we'll carry that into the road trip into Windy City. Here's the 1-1. In there for strike 1 and 2. Milburn with 2 Ks in the 6th.
You usually rip by yourself on the road. Do I get to take Kurt's place, or are you still ripping on the road?
Oh my gosh, I forgot you're going to be there. Well, then we'll have to buy more packs. I guess it would be a teaching moment for you.
Prepare me for the East Coast.
1-2, off speed. Called, strike 3, top of the zone, beautifully placed from Milburn, his 3rd K. Another one looking.
They're all backwards for Milburn so far, and they're all because of that breaking ball. And I'll tell you what, I've gotten fooled a little bit because it is a late ring up for Miguel De La Cruz behind the plate. Likes to take his time.
Yeah. Wants you to see him settling back. I'm sure you could hear it better down there. First pitch. This is just a bit outside. That was all in the zone on TrackMan.
But I will just never forget the one fateful ring up from Will Gillespie. We never got it again.
Amazing, amazing. I tell you what, he didn't do it on the road either.
I mean, we've had 55 games umpired by Naleski this year.
Yeah. 1-0, misses inside. No, that was amazing. That was amazing. Didn't Rudy Bosk have a heck of a day?
He did.
Yeah.
But Bosk is just consistent, really good ring up.
Well, we haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, because we haven't seen anybody besides Gok, Naleski, and
Miguel De La Cruz. Miguel Rivera Cruz.
Rivera Cruz, yeah.
Ground ball over towards Shaney Felt at second. Swallows it up. Throw on to first is in time for out number 2.
Was pleasantly surprised with Jose Muriente's crew this past weekend. He was also there for the All-Star game.
Looks like Kurt did grab the box.
Now, we just got to make sure nothing distracts him on these next 500 steps towards the press bucket.
Hopefully, it just takes an immediate turn up the stairs. Off speed in there for a strike to the first pitch to Tate Wargo.
It's like squirrel. It's like a dog with a squirrel with that one. Now, I say that knowing that usually when it gets distracted, it's actual work, that he's just actually doing his job.
No, it's just conversations.
It's funnier, more fun for us if that's the case.
0-1 misses outside, 1-1 the count. I will say, technically, he's still going to be late.
Well, yeah, I mean, can't ask for too much.
Yeah. Wind up, 1-1 pitch. This is just a hair downstairs at 88, 22.06 on the fastball spin rate. Milburn, middle of the rubber, standing tall from the windup. Here's the 2-1 slider, backdoor in there for a strike. A very nice pitch there from Milburn. He's been working that well. Let's see if he goes back to it. 25.78 on the spin rate. Two-two, off speed, punched out towards right field. It's going to drop in for a 2-out single. Tate Wargo just keeps hitting.
Yeah, I mean, you start to see why those numbers are the way they are. High average, not a ton of power.
Milburn tried to elevate that backdoor slider, just a little too high there. That'll bring up Bryson Horn. 2-run homer back in the first inning. He's 1 for 3 today.
You a fan of the Copa Grizzlies jersey?
Not.
Nah. Wow.
They just wear it so much. It's honestly, I think it's just one of their alternates.
Yeah.
No, I'm a fan. What I get confused on is I know they're Navy. I know they're a Navy team. Those jerseys are black.
Yeah.
And the hats like still look dark navy. 1-0. In there for a strike, 1-1. Kick the 1-1, misses inside. 2-1 the count, 2 away and a runner on first. Florence will warm up Max Whitesell. Not in the bullpen, but he is starting to throw the plyo ball. Well, those weighted ball programs.
Maybe not quite the 4 innings for Milburn
Yeah.
that we got on Sunday.
It's a lot to ask, you know.
It is.
Just pitch that Sunday. Off speed fouled away, out of play down the left field line. Souvenir for a lucky fan. 2,779 in attendance today, Thomas More Stadium. A lot of kids, but also a lot of booze flowing here on this Cintas party deck, the upper concourse. Just a work day event for this program. 2-2, grounder. 2-hopper over to Broussard. Throw across the diamond is in time. And a clean inning for Isaac Milburn. We head to stretch time at Thomas More Stadium. Florence looking for insurance. They have a 7-2 lead when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN.
And we're back here at Thomas More Stadium. The 7th inning stretch brought to you by Stretch Labs. Stretch Labs team of highly trained flexologists will give you a deeper stretch than you could ever achieve on your own. Visit stretchlab.com to find a location near you. I am, of course, Kurt Kramer, the Cowboy, here with another Rip That Pack. Ben, Rory, thanks for having me in the bucket. What a day here at Thomas More.
You know, Kurt, it is a beautiful day as well. I mean, a lot of kids out there, 2,779 in attendance at Thomas More Stadium today. Just a great day for baseball, and the Y'alls have the lead. 7-9, Zade Richardson will lead things off, followed by Garrett Broussard and Jackson Tucker. Hooves hang out, pitching change. Looking for the perfect spot to relax and open your favorite Pokemon or baseball trading cards. Visit former Reds reliever J.J. Hoover at Hooves Hangout today. It'll be Jake Burcham in for Alex Sparks, inning in a third, 1 hit, no runs, a walk, and no strikeouts for Sparks. First pitch to Richardson in there for a strike, 2 inches off the plate. 2 for 3 day for Richardson, 2 RBIs and a run scored.
I'll tell you what, Roar, I don't know what's crazier, 3,000 in attendance or 1,000 kids in attendance.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot, certainly. You think it's 1,000 kids? I think it's got to be I think they have to be leading the number. I would say like 2,200 kids.
I can tell you I made 900 hot dog lunches today.
Wow.
Plus an additional, so yeah, I think we were about 1,400 kids.
1,400.
Jeez.
How about that?
You made them all personally by hand?
I did. I shook everyone's hand this morning. I was here nice and early. But no, I'll tell you what, shout out to all the counselors here that are really, they've done a great job. The YMCA camps, everyone that's been here today, really great job. And I know the kids are having a blast. I've talked to several kids and asked them if they're having a good time, and they're stoked to be here today at Thomas More. They get out of the classroom, come to a baseball game. You can't beat that.
Yeah.
2-2 misses upstairs. How'd the petting zoo look when you were leaving?
I'll tell you what, shout out to the ops guys that are cleaning that one up.
I was going to say,
That's all I got to say about that.
doesn't smell the best down there. Here's the payoff to Richardson. Misses downstairs. A leadoff walk for Florence. That'll bring up Garrett Broussard looking for his first hit of the day. He's 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch. Now, Kurt, today is Circus Day at Thomas More Stadium. There's just something about you that, I feel like you know a lot about the circus. What is your favorite circus event?
I love when they bring out the motocross bikes and getting the ball.
The ball of death.
Yes, that is awesome.
Yes, so it was young, maybe 2007. Ground ball up the middle, fielded by Wargo. Toss to second one, barehand play, throw on to first, not in time. And Broussard takes a spill after legging that one out. It'll be a fielder's choice, 6-4, to put away Richardson at second. And Broussard just swaps places with him.
Kind of twisted his ankle there coming off the bag.
Yeah, so I was at the Shriners Circus. I think that's something like Barnaby Brothers or Bartleby Brothers or something like that.
Yeah.
And I must have been 6 or so. Whatever second grade age is. That'd be 6.
6 or 7.
Yeah, 6 or 7 there. And Tucker shows bunt. Does go around, misses, 0-1 the count. And I was looking forward to the motorcycles the entire time. And I was 6, I just fell asleep because it was late. And I wake up and the motorcycles are going. It's like the loudest sound I've ever heard. I'm like, what is going on? That's how I woke up at this Shriners Circus.
Hard to sleep through 4,000 cc's in a ball.
Yeah, but you're right, that is a very cool event.
I'll tell you, my wife's very involved with the circus performance stuff now for 10, 15 years.
She's with hula hoops, right?
Yeah, she does hula hoop and fire spinning and all that, and she's incredible. She's really awesome.
Does it ever make you nervous when doing the fire toss?
1-1, grounder over to short, toss to second one, relay on to first is in time. They do convert the double play there. Unconventional 1-2-3 heading to the top of the 8th where we will open these packs for Rip That Pack. Don't go anywhere. More Florence Yells baseball coming up.
Top half of the 8th inning, Jose Cordoba, Darrell Lee, and Brennan Orff will be due up for Gateway. That's 4-5-6 for the Grizzlies. Isaac Milburn looking for his 3rd inning of work. He's allowed 2 hits, picked up 3 Ks, and a walk. 2 scoreless frames for Millie. Gets 2 lefties in this inning. Florence was starting to warm up Max Whitesell. Didn't throw any pitches in the bullpen, but does look like that'll be the guy they'll go to. Cordoba today is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Rory Tettemer alongside Ben Howard, joined by Kurt Kramer. Kurt, you know what time it is. It's time for Rip That Pack. We're going to finish off the 2026 Don Russ baseball. Kurt, on our first Rip That Pack of this blaster box here, you pulled the number and I pulled a memorabilia card. Do you think there's anything left in here? That one's fouled away, 0-2.
I'm feeling a whammy.
A whammy.
A whammy out of this box. I've said it from the get-go. This box is hot. This is going to be a hot
If there
rip.
is something that we need, that should be, we need to get a whammy. Yeah.
Give me an Ohtani whammy.
Do you want to start?
Yeah, we'll get
Ohtani whammy.
into it. Let's get into it.
Here's the 0-2, swing and a miss. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Sits him down on 3 pitches. That's the 4th K for Milburn. Brings up Darrell Lee.
If I pull that, I'm taking us golfing. Paying for a golf trip.
Yeah, you'll probably pay for multiple. I saw a Jacob Mizorowski whammy that was $450.
Ooh. See what we got here. A little Chase Burns off the rip. Just been nothing but a monster in Cincinnati. A Bryce Matthews insert, nothing numbered. There's your Mizorowski right there. Peyton Tully, Jim Thome, Jimmy Crooks, David Wright, and Trey Yesevich rated rookie on the optic, and
nice.
a Vlad Guerrero in crunch time. James Woods. That's a cool card.
That one's popped up, 3rd base side, foul territory. Broussard is over to make the grab for out number 2. I love that
that's
crunch time
sweet.
card. No, I am a big fan of it, actually. This is just one of their inserts, but it's such a cool looking card. It's like the cereal.
I hope Don is listening today. He asked for a special cereal segment, and the cards have given it to him. The universe has answered. Don, cereal segment is happening.
2 away. Now for Brendan Orff. Nobody on base. No one's in there for a strike. Gateway down to their final 4 outs. Florence trying to extend this series another day. Set up a rubber match for tomorrow.
I did run into Don on a concourse. I let him know my favorite. Give me some whole milk and shredded frosted mini wheats.
I actually have another cool insert coming in here. You'll see
Here
this.
we go.
Nothing numbered. Starting off with Dylan Cruz. Then we go to Cam Smith, Bryce Matthews, Tony Lazzeri. Well, we go back-to-back Tony Lazzeri with the base card and then the red and blue insert. Robin Yount, I think we got him the last time. 0-2. Ground ball over towards the second baseman, Shaneyfeld, who will glove it. Give an underhand toss on to first to end the inning. We'll continue this pack in the bottom of the 8th. A 1-2-3 frame from Milburn. He's looking solid. We head it to the bottom of the 8th. Florence with a 7-2 lead when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN.
Hooves Hangout Pitching Change, looking for the perfect spot to relax and over your favorite Pokemon or baseball trading cards. Visit former Reds reliever J.J. Hoover, 405 Washington Street, Suite D in Alexandria.
Do we determine a winner?
No, I still got to finish this pack
right.
here. And I still don't even know who this insert is on the back, so we'll wait and see. We go back-to-back Red Sox, David Ortiz and Kevin Youkilis, just the heart of the team back then in 2007. We get Mike Piazza, who spoke a good amount of time talking about him a few days ago. Then Darryl Strawberry. We do get a Pat Murphy on the Optic Shimmer card. Plus, we go back to the Cracked Ice. Let's get to our rated prospects. Jonathan Santucci and Carson Benji going to the Cracked Ice. Leo DeVries, that one skied high, out of play. Leo DeVries, one of the top prospects in the Oakland organization. Then we go, Unleashed Jacob Mizorowski. That's just such a cool insert, not numbered or anything. That's another one of those ones that's just, man, that's awesome.
Donruss bringing the heat this year on these inserts. They are cool.
Ground ball over towards third. Throw on a first is in time. 5-3 on the put away. But yeah, no, that is a very cool one. I mean, we're going insert for insert here. Unleashed versus the Crunch Time. Do we go tie or do we let Ben determine?
Let's take it to the judges. Ben, we got a Vlad Black Optic and a Crunch Time versus
Vlad Senior in the Crunch Time.
Okay, and
a James Wood.
Unleashed and the Leo DeVries Orange Ice.
I'm going to decide based
Jacob
on this
Mizorowski.
Unleashed versus the Crunch Time.
Yeah, the other two are just unnumbered. 0-1 to Harbison. Off speed misses upstairs. 1-1 the count.
I like the Crunch Time.
You know, one's a Cy Young right now, and the other's just.
The other leads the MLB in home runs, leadoff home runs
for the fourth place
for the
Nationals.
All-Star break.
Tettemer over here pleading his case to
One
the
of
judges.
those guys gave up a home run to Jose Trevino, so that's all.
All right, Kurt gets the win. Does that tie things up?
I think it does. 10, 9, and 5. So now I think we go to 10, 10, 5.
Wow, how
That
about
was a close one. Much like the game last night. Where I was
2-2, skies it high, first base side. Foul territory over there is Orff running towards the net. He runs out of room.
the game in which I was blamed for the loss this morning in the front office.
Why is that?
According to Tettemer, I walked into the booth and one went out of the yard. As soon as I walked in.
You are not wrong.
To be fair, you know, I mean,
There's the chipper from
how
this.
bad would it have been if we brought you on to talk about cards in the top of the ninth and the first pitch was?
I mean, I think in that 7-7 tie ball game in the ninth, I think you just got to hold on a little bit for Rip That Pack. And
Payoff pitch rings him up inside. Harbison down on strikes.
I know there was a couple people out there disappointed that we did not get to the segment last night, but
Well, Don was crying about it, right?
I say we just go in Don's office on Tuesday and rip some cards.
There you go. There you go. Brings up the top of the order, Milo Rushford. Florence still without a run against the Gateway bullpen.
Maybe we'll bring him some cereal, too.
Xander Lovin trying to go a 1-2-3 frame. Rushford shows bunt with 2 outs, punches it down the third baseline, but foul. It's a good idea. I don't mind it there. Now, the crunch time is a very cool insert card.
Now, I know with some of the Donruss, they had the 8-bit players and stuff like that last year where some were numbered and some were not.
Yeah.
So I had to go back through my entire stack of cards looking at the 8-bit to see if I pulled any numbered 8-bits.
The big thing for tomorrow, Curtis, today is the release day of Topps Chrome 2026. So tomorrow we already got Noah. I already told Noah, hey, we need a box. So we're going to get a blaster box for tomorrow. We'll have our Topps Chrome 2026 rip.
Very excited for
Yeah,
that.
that'll be great. And then we'll probably be ripping that all next week.
Unless I can find us some 2025 platinum somewhere out there in the tri-state.
Rushford punches one into right field for a 2-out single. Oh, yeah, the Platinum Chrome was epic. You know that Vince McMahon gif where it's like, tell me about whatever. Tell me about 2025 Platinum Chrome. 4 numbered in there.
Fire.
Just amazing.
Fire. One of the best sets Topps done in a long time, in my opinion.
Brings up Tyler Schoenfeld. 3-hit day for him. He's chasing down history. What Schoenfeld needs to do here is put one into right center field, stay at first, and have Rushford go over to third, and that way he can steal second.
I mean, a very good chance a single does that.
Yeah. 1-0. In there for a strike 1-1. It's still very impressive that he comes out with a 3-hit day here, just trying to get that record. Get on base as many times as possible. The 1-1, missing downstairs.
I mean, you couldn't do any more than he's already done to try to get there.
Produced 2 runs as well. 2 stolen bases to tie the all-time franchise stolen base record. 2-1. Punches it over towards shortstop. Backhand play. Wargo throw on to first is in time. 6-3 on the put-away to end the inning. Florence gets a hit from Rushford but can't do anything with it. We head to the top of the 9th when we return to the Frontier League Network powered by HTN. Isaac Milburn's going for another 4-inning outing out of the pen. Florence with a 7-2 lead. You going to stay on, Kurt?
Yeah, I'll stay on for a little bit.
We'll see you in the top of the 9th when we return on the Frontier League Network powered by HTN. Tomas. Just a reminder, post-game, make sure to have the camera on home plate. Perfect. Perfect. Good. Good, good. Top of the 9th, it's going to be a Hawksworth Blood Center save opportunity for Milburn. He's thrown 3 scoreless innings so far. Anytime you give 3+ innings to end the game, you are qualified for a save. He's trying to go for his 4th. First pitch, roped down the left field line. That's going to drop in 4 extra bases all the way to the wall. Davey Morgan on his way to second, and they're in with a leadoff double on the first pitch that he sees. Brings up Cole Brannon. Again, the bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9 that Milburn has to face. Florence with nobody throwing in the bullpen. It's still Max Whitesell, up and getting loose. Do have to give a quick shout out to a special birthday here today. It's Evan Webster, July 22nd, 2001, turning 25. Evan Webster, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Mr. Webster.
Tommy Webster tuning in. Off speed in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. 25 years old for the Y'all's Ace with 8 wins, leading the Frontier League.
Great season so far. I remember 25. Good year. Well, I kind of remember 25.
What was that, in 2000?
2003, 2008.
2008.
2008. Stomping around the good old town of Athens, Ohio.
By the way, 2000s was just a joke. That wasn't an actual guess. I almost said 1925. 0-2 the count.
kick the 0-2 pitch. Skies it high in the infield, left side. Baker all over it. Makes the catch for out number 1. So now just 2 outs away. Otto Jones will be the batter. He's 2 for 3 today. Any fear of clowns for you, Kurt?
I'm
Here
sorry.
on Circus Day?
Say that again. Fear of clowns?
Yes, here on Circus
Oh,
Day.
man.
I didn't see any clowns in attendance.
I haven't seen any clowns. There was a guy juggling.
Yes, saw that plenty of times. It's never the best at juggling.
I'll tell you what, I can juggle pretty well, but this guy had bowling pins.
Yeah,
and was
that's-
juggling. That's out of my league. That's
0-1 the count to Jones. Bottom of the order. 0-1 pitch. Fouls it away. 0-2.
consider myself a journeyman juggler.
A juggling journeyman.
Journeyman of juggling, yes. We have some experts down there on the concourse today for Circus Day.
Here's the 0-2. Fouls it away. Milburn trying to have another 4 shutout inning appearance out of the bullpen. His last time against Gateway was 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 run, a walk, and 2 Ks as a start in Gateway. So it's tremendous there. Now he comes here and is hoping for another scoreless outing. Here's the 0-2. Slider. Cold, strength 3, middle, 28-30 on the spin rate. What a beautiful pitch from Isaac Milburn. He picks up his 5th K.
Absolute beaut, Clark.
Heading back up to the top of the order, Castillo will lead things on, or will come up top of the order. Final out for Gateway. Florence trying to force a rubber match tomorrow. Absolute beaut, Clark. What is that from?
From good old Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation.
A little too young for that one, though, Roar.
I knew it was something old.
No, I mean, what a bullseye from Milburn
Yeah.
there for the K.
There's another one that should have been a strike. It called ball, 1-0.
Another great pitch on the outside, just painting them up.
Right, fully in the zone.
100%.
1-0. Off speed in there. Lefty-lefty battle here. Look back at second, the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Way out in front of the off speed again. That slider, 28-52. It's beautiful.
Great pitch by Milburn. Looking good up there.
Trying to pick up another save would be his 2nd of the season. Both outings out of the pen would be 4 scoreless. From the stretch, glove of the belt. 1-2. Fouls it away, just barely gets a tip of it. And that's also off the mask of Harbison.
Coming in another off-speed pitch there.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised to see some heat on this next one.
On HTN, you could see the ERA for Milburn, 5.62. Clearly not indicative of how great he's been as a reliever. Trying to get 8 scoreless. 1-2 again. Skies it high. Out towards shallow left field. Rushford coming in. Baker going out. It's Rushford with the call and the grab. And the Yalls take down the Grizzlies 7-2 here on Wednesday morning. Circus Day at Thomas More Stadium. A win for CJ Blowers and a save for Milburn. Milburn 4 scoreless in relief. Saves the bullpen another day. The loss goes to Gregory. And Florence forces a rubber match tomorrow.
Yes, sir. I'll have to radio down and tell them to load up the cart with some cold, tasty beers for this y'all's win.
That is a great win from Florence off the back of Blowers. 5 innings pitched, 7 hits, 2 runs, no walks, and 3 Ks. Milburn comes in. It's 4 innings. He gives up just 3 hits, no runs, no walks, or 1 walk, and 5 Ks. Just the 1 walk on the day for the Florence pitching staff, and you can see
how well a game that was. We will have Ben Howard down on the field for our post-game interview. He's going to grab the new hit king and Hank Zeisler, also try and catch Zade Richardson as well, have a little double interview for the Yalls here. So the face of the Florence Yalls and the captain of the Yalls, Hank Zeisler and Zade Richardson. We'll send it down to Ben, who has the call.
Thanks a lot, Rory. Here with Hank Zeisler, Zade Richardson. Hank, first, before we talk about today, we got to talk about yesterday. Didn't get the chance to talk about it with the loss, but 323 with 2 hits yesterday. You are now the Florence all-time hit leader, the Florence hit king. How does that sound?
That's a lot of hits.
There's a lot of hits. You got one of those 323 that's one of your favorites or sticks out?
Nope. Like them all.
In your time here with Florence, I mean, how much does that kind of encapsulate, you know, the work you've put in and the time that you've had with the Yalls?
Yeah, I mean, I love hitting, and I think baseball is kind of losing the art of hitting right now. So just trying to keep on hitting, you know, and they don't fall.
Yeah. Well, Zade, if there's anyone who can has seen a lot of those base hits here at Florence, you're one of them. You've been here with him for a few seasons. How cool was it seeing him get that title?
Super cool. I've been with him the last, we're working 4 years now, aren't we? It's nuts. What's going on? No, it's super special. Over the last couple of years, it's been great. We talk about it all the time, but we learn so much from each other. So being able to see that is super special for me. And I know he works hard. I see what he does, and day in and day out, and that's kind of the name of the game. We just see a lot of times what we do day in and day out. So super special, and actually it's really inspiring on my part, just being able to see that. So yeah.
Well, obviously for you kind of feel like not satisfied. You get a couple more doubles today, including a huge RBI double. How frustrating was that loss yesterday, and then kind of satisfying to get that bounce back and keep that lead today?
The beauty of this game is that you get to do it every day. And yesterday was great for me personally, but, you know, when the game ends, you go to bed, you wake up, and you do it again. So we're just trying to get some momentum and stack wins.
Why is hitting with runners in scoring position so easy for you? 2 more RBI singles for you today?
It's just all you got to do is touch it. I think I've had to learn over the last 2 years how to get on early. I've had so many times where I've let off an inning, and I think my whole entire life having runners on, I know that the pitcher is stressing because of who I am at the plate, and I think he agrees. He's the same way, regardless whether somebody's on or not. But like when somebody's on, it's almost like, okay, like I can't make a mistake, and then when you say that, it's like, well, you're gonna make a mistake, and that just puts more power in our court. So it happens.
Well, Zade, appreciate it. Hank, congratulations. Go celebrate, fellas.
Let's go, baby.
Rory.
Excellent. That might be the clearest that microphone has ever sounded. What a great interview there with Hank and Zade, 2 of the faces of the Yalls. Zade, the face of the Florence Yalls, the captain, Hank Zeisler, and the new hit king. Pretty amazing stuff. 7-2 win for Florence today. Also in a morning game, Kurt, you know, I know you've obviously had some early mornings, never having to go out really and play baseball. It's tough, and you never know what's going to happen in these morning games. And for Florence to come out, especially after the loss they had yesterday, come out here and do it same way again. You know, early runs. They were able to get a little bit in the middle. Still didn't do anything against the bullpen for Gateway. It's a very similar score. It was 7-2 yesterday before they blew that 5-run lead. They're able to hold it today, kind of poetic in that. And Milburn obviously just lights out of the pen. It's got to feel good for them.
Yeah, I mean, congrats to Zeisler on the hit record, and congrats to Zade Richardson with another great day at the plate. And you know, Milburn, man, he looked really, really good there at the end of the game. And you know, I think you go home after last night, and you got to shake that one off quick coming into the morning game, and they were able to do that. The bats were hot again for us, and like I said, I mean, Milburn coming in and really cleaning up for him at the end there and not letting anything happen. So congrats to the guys on another series win here at Thomas More.
Yeah, Florence with 12 hits. The bats certainly were hot. That fueled the 7-2 win. You obviously saw Hank Zeisler. He picked up an RBI double and 2 doubles. Richardson with 2 RBIs. 2 RBIs for Dylan Baker, an RBI double for Jackson Tucker, and a 2-hit day, a 3-hit day for Tyler Schoenfeld. All over the place. Everyone was producing an RBI double as well for Brendan Bobo. So really good stuff all the way around. And the most important piece, it forces a rubber match for tomorrow. Florence not letting this series go easily. We will have Game 3 tomorrow. Yannicker Villalobos on the mound against Blake Payton for the Gateway Grizzlies. Payton going to be his first time facing Florence. Actually, the second time we'll see a pitcher face Florence for the first time. That's really, been with Gateway for a little bit now. 2-2 with a 4.5 ERA for Payton, a left-handed pitcher. We know Florence can do against lefties. We know what they can't do against lefties as well. So should be an interesting one. Florence stays with the southpaw and Yannicker Villalobos, a guy that's faced Gateway plenty of times in his career. We'll see how he does tomorrow, coming off of 2 quality starts for the crafty veteran. That will be a 6:54 first pitch here on Thursday. $2 drafts, or is it $2 domestics?
Let's see. Thursday, we're looking at $2 domestic cold tasty beers all day long.
Yeah, and that sounds good for everyone in attendance here. So $2 domestics tomorrow, Thursday. Come out for the rubber match between the Y'alls and the Grizzlies before the Y'alls head on a 3-game road trip to Windy City. Kurt, we appreciate you coming up here. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. The Frontier League Network, powered by HTN, as well as the Florence Y'alls Radio Network. You've been listening to Ben Hauer. I've been Rory Tettemer, saying so long from Thomas More Stadium. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow night here on the Florence Y'alls Radio Network. Take care.